that just watching the two at the start, it's like how he talks about how he doesn't like sand because it's gritty and abrasive. It's like, oh my god.
Okay, so now that we all know what that's about, hello everybody and welcome to Crabby D&D. I'm here with Kat,
Hi.
Damian,
Hello?
Kirv,
Skeleton.
Mortar,
Hiyo.
and Vinny. Unmute. Static. That's all we hear.
That's fine. I was stalling for Harlan to arrive.
Ah, there we go.
Well
Perfect.
played. You did
There
that
we
so
go.
well.
You did.
There we go.
And Harlan.
And it worked.
And
Hello.
Romulus, sorry.
Hello.
So,
When did Harlan join our party?
I don't know.
Whoa.
I die instantly because I'm a commoner.
Not yet. I got to hit you first.
That's true. It's true.
It's going to be pretty difficult.
The same could be said for fucking Romulus.
What's the AC? 1.
Ah, very good.
No. We give him a chance. He does 10.
I'll have you know, I actually have full cover because I'm in the other side of the country.
That doesn't give you full cover.
No, that's 3/4 cover at best.
I'm picking up sharpshooter on
6 seconds.
next level up,
do
so,
it on me.
so you won't be safe even if you do go to the other side of the country.
Interregional ballistic missile.
100%.
Oh, so that's how I'm gonna get.
Yes.
Intercontinental ballistic.
Continent ballistics.
Yep.
Minotaur.
He's roboting.
Yes.
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 Roboting.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is just really well placed roboting or if he's just doing this by design.
Who's to say, man?
I was imagining he's still like full monologuing right now.
He is. He's like, yeah, and then you guys were fighting the dragon and doing all this awesome shit.
It was
No,
probably
he
because he was
currently-
loading into tabletop. That might be
And
why.
then you bring.
Now what's the excuse?
Now what's the excuse? All right. Well,
Is it kit?
okay.
Romulus is permanently just gonna be buffering. I'm sorry.
Yeah. New ability, leg switch.
Oh no!
See? I told you being on the other side of the country didn't give you total cover.
Damn.
AC got reduced to -5. It's an insta hit, even if you roll a net 1.
Mm-hmm. Well, unless you got a minus to hit somehow.
Oh, beautiful.
Look, Cat is trying.
No.
Give Cat a physical weapon.
Uh-huh.
She's giving it her best.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, I think for now, let us begin. Now. Last few sessions have had some heavy combat, shall we say. So let's roll out what has been happening. And, well, see if we can get this boss fight over with. Last few sessions, our party of adventurers, Kat, Damian, Kirv, Mortar, Romulus, and Vinny, had been assigned the task to reclaim the Haru Research Tower that was about 3 days outside of Ovok Grove. After some time travelling, getting ambushed multiple times, and avoiding the ire of the Skeletal General and his undead dragon, the party fought head on with the squad of the undead that occupied the fortress, taking it back. After the death and revival of Romulus, the party took a moment to catch their breath, but not enough time to prepare a proper trap for what came next. The Skeletal General, soaring back to the tower, arrived before the party managed to properly prepare themselves, and as such were caught off guard, with the fight progressing slowly and painfully for most of them. We now resume back to where we were. The wind is harsh, with cold snow piercing the otherwise shattered gatehouse you'd left before, as a number of you stand there struggling against the skeletal dragon, which does look significantly injured. But we first begin by returning to the top of the initiative order. Vinny, you're up.
Okay, so it seems to me that I'm quite far down a hole here. So far down, in fact, that I think continuing to dig is about as likely to work as anything else. And if I'm not mistaken, I do still have the benefit of bait and switch.
Yes. Which I did not write down how much that was, but I think it was 5.
I did. I just need to load it up. +6. So
Oh.
I see it's currently 22.
Nice.
Nice.
That sounds about right. Yeah, I remembered it was high for him.
So that ends at what, his turn, or if I move away from him?
If you move away from him or the end of his next turn, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Right, so this is going to be risky then. Right, I'm going to be using my action to attack, and I really need this to hit. So I'm going to use a bonus action to careful aim.
Okay. Who's this aimed at?
The dragon.
Okay. Careful aim specifically for ranged attacks, isn't it?
Don't believe so. I'll double check.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, this is one of those things that it sounds like it's maybe a ranged ability, but it could just be useful for was it steady aim?
Steady aim, sorry, is the name. As a bonus action, you give yourself advantage on your next attack roll on your current turn.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So you're giving yourself advantage on this attack. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So this costs my bonus action and also reduces my speed to 0. So increases the likelihood of a hit, because I'm going to be defensive flourishing if so. But if it doesn't, I'm screwed. So
Okay. Who are you attacking?
can I see? The dragon.
Okay, go for it.
It's the only creature actually in my range. This is with the
Cold Steel.
Cold Steel. It will sneak attack on a hit, and I am going to be defensive flourishing if it hits.
If it hits. Okay. Give me the roll. That will hit. And
Nice.
that's good damage. Okay.
So-
Oh wow.
Right.
That is an 8. So your AC is currently 30.
Indeed.
The chances of hitting you are very slim on my part, but not impossible.
Yes, and I only have 10 hit points, so I'm very all or nothing at the moment.
So how much damage is that total? 26?
26 piercing and 2 cold.
And 2 cold. Okay, it is immune to the cold effect.
Reasonable.
But because these are cold steel weapons, they actually cut through because it is, or ghost steel, sorry. It cuts straight through because they are undead. Okay,
You love to see it. You love to see it.
okay, and that's your turn?
For a moment, Vinny looks unsteady on his feet as he's just been pulled up by the Round Warden, but thrusts in with a stab and then drags across, settling into a solid defensive stance, able to twist and pivot and move both swords and to defend himself.
Okay.
So that's my turn.
Romulus.
Apologies, I'm still. Am I hearable now without
Yes.
constantly
Yes.
breaking up?
You are indeed. You're all good, man.
Yeah, indeed.
Huzzah! Might change very briefly as I'm trying to load into the server, but
I was gonna say you said huzzah and then you cut out, and I was like, oh no.
Ah.
You did say he was
Unhittable
loading
sig-
into the server, so that does
Yeah.
make sense.
Let's test it.
If he disconnects again, we have learnt that, Cat, we cannot have your variant tiles in here because we have hit the limit.
The very thing that ends Romulus.
Okay.
That's good.
That's
Okay,
good.
I'm,
Alright.
I'm tentatively in. We'll do
Nice.
what we
Testing
can here.
Northern technology.
So, where am I?
You're on the ground
In
floor.
the tower.
In the tower. You are currently 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Because you'd have to go round. Oh no, because
It's
you have a
reach.
reach weapon, so actually, yeah, you could stand here and you could hit the dragon. It would take all 40 feet of movement.
Oh, boy.
Do you have 40 feet or do you have 35?
Actually, I have 35 feet, actually.
So you wouldn't actually be able to hit the target, I'm afraid.
Uh-huh.
Because Damian is taking up the one other
Question.
spot that you could take for
Oh, yeah, blame it on me. Why don't you?
No!
Damian, come on.
I couldn't go anywhere else. Everybody else was blocking my way.
That's
I'm
entirely
not hearing
fair.
excuses.
I'm hearing excuses. I'm hearing a let's pass the buck on
So-
down the chain.
I wasn't blaming you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah. Yeah, fuck you, Damian.
To be fair,
might
the
enjoy
angle
that.
of hitting at the end of the day probably wouldn't have hit anyway, because the nature of it, as much as it would be too adjacent, this is also 20 or about 15 feet high, so you, in theory, wouldn't be able to hit it from there anyway. You'd
I
have to be
recommend doing a
physical
barrel roll.
on this one here.
Right. I am gonna say my best bet, all told, is going to be a mixture of healing myself and getting in range.
Okay.
Do you have a
So,
I do have a question.
Mhm.
uh-huh.
You move. The general can still reincarnate creatures, skellies. Still
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
okay.
was something I was thinking. I wonder if he could
Yeah.
reincarnate his mount. On one hit point.
Oh no!
First things I'd like to do is down a healing potion.
Okay, so go ahead and roll the 2d4 plus 2.
Yep. Ooh, come on. We're really hoping for max healing here.
Nope.
Oh, that is tragic. Okay,
That's
so
a
5
5.
points.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
It's
Oh
better
boy.
Than,
Here
it's better
I-
than 4 points.
Yeah. Almost minimum damage. I don't suppose it counts as a heavy weapon, does it? So I can reroll 1s and 2s.
If a healing potion counts as a heavy weapon, this is going to take your action, my dude.
If you'll let me reroll those for my action, hell yes. And secondary question: could I potentially drink a second potion as an action?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Cool. Just double fisting these.
Sorry, what?
Okay, 5. It's going up.
Plus 7. Or plus 2 for that, so it's 7 plus.
Yeah.
Ah,
I got
12 total. There we go. Brain,
I'm
math,
almost
good.
got 1/3 of my hit health.
Yay!
And with my movement, I'm just trying to work this out. What would I like to do? Is there a window in the? There's only arrow slits, isn't there?
Yes.
In here, so there's basically no point in me going up.
Probably.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, let's do this shit.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
30 can get me there, and I
Mhm.
still am not in reach of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just to check, this green dude's on our side, right?
That's Divine Rawdon.
Yeah.
Okay.
The skeleton down here
would it-
isn't, but you aren't able to get within range of it because you'd also need to be standing on the difficult terrain to reach it.
Okay.
And I guess actually you
Um,
had to be there. Because we just discussed that's 15 feet.
Yeah.
Where is there anywhere along here that would be the least likely to be hit by that would have some cover from this fellow here?
Possibly. Maybe closer to here. The main issue is the creatures have, as you know, magical arrows that can avoid all forms of cover, provided they know you're there.
Goes over my head.
Yeah. So they would be able to just shoot straight over and hit you. Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't go there because we all
Right.
bundled up.
Just to check, can I see the dragon from my current
Yes.
position? Cool. And I can see this fella up here as well.
Yes.
Cool. Then, yeah, that's as good as it's going to get for me, I'm afraid. As much as I'd like to proc a rage, I don't know that anything's going to attack me, so it's not worth it. I'm going to only go for it once I actually have an attack ready to go. This could be a poor decision, but let's see what happens.
No. Cat, your turn passes. Roll me a Constitution saving throw for the end of your turn. DC is now 15.
Make it.
Nice. So you are no longer poisoned, and you are just invisible. But that is your turn.
Well, Cinder gets to attack.
Oh yeah, Cinder
right?
gets to do stuff. Cinder's
So-
last orders were to wait up there and until
no,
you
Cinder,
attack, right?
Cinder had remaining things. She was gonna support me and Mortar. Mortar's down there.
Okay.
Oh.
So what's the range on Cinder's abilities?
60 foot.
Okay. So Cinder should be able to go up to the edge and do stuff.
Yeah. I think that was the plan. Move to the edge, do stuff, and then see if I could get her to skulk back into the bubble.
Okay. So what's Cinder gonna do?
3 attacks. I'm gonna go for. You know what? Mortar's tried attacking. What's Mortar tried attacking? Is it the dragon or the general?
Both.
Everything, and I missed everything.
Okay, probably go for the dragon because it's a thing that's right in front, and she's just supporting Mortar at this point.
Okay.
So 3 attacks against the dragon.
All right.
What have you got? To hit is +7. Okay. That's a 10, a 20,
23,
something, and 7 + 8.
15. Only the middle one hits.
Okay, what do you do? Offensive Swarm, 1d8 + 4 piercing. Okay, d8 is
Red one.
red. Aha.
Six.
Excellent, 6. And then Cinder's gonna kind of crawl back to the bubble.
Okay, that's fine. I now need to roll for the dragon. Okay, dragon succeeds, it's fine. Okay, end of your go. Does it get its breath weapon back? No, it does not. Okay. The...
So heavily invested on that not happening.
That's fair. The dragon is going to make 3 attacks, 1 bite, 2 claws. It's going to target the Rime Warden with a bite, the Mortar with a claw, and then Vinny with a claw.
The mortar!
The Mortar!
with a claw!
Targeting the mortar with the
The
claw!
Mortar with a claw! The bite!
Mortar explodes for mishandling.
The bite is a natural 20!
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh!
The Shrine Warden may be dead.
Oh dear.
That's fine.
Is it?
I'm so
Well,
devastated.
I mean,
if
he
we
might-
have to destroy their souls,
Oh.
sometimes we don't.
Yeah.
I'm
NPCs
so
are
sad.
expendable.
The Mortar is hit with a 13, which does not hit.
Ah,
And
very
the-
good.
And the
The
Vinny
mortar.
and the Vinny is hit with a 26, which misses because of his AC of 30 currently.
Yeah! Damn,
Fuck
the
me.
Vinny!
Now, actually, the ordering to this does matter, because if the damage takes down the Rime Warden from the first attack, you would lose 6 AC and this would hit.
Ooh.
How does that work?
Now, Damian, you have the
No,
ability
actually,
to
that's-
nullify a crit.
Am I right? Because I'm right next to it.
You're not necessarily right next to it, but you're close enough to be able, I believe, because it's a 30 foot, isn't it, for your nullifying a crit with your amulet?
Oh, crikey! Now this is asking a lot of questions.
Didn't
Bear
you
with me.
use it already?
I have an
should have 3
interesting
charges.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Given my current position, there's no way that I could make a slightly ballsy use of Sentinel to try and help out this guy, is there? No, I think only Damian would be able to make it, maybe.
No, in this instance, no. There's no easy way to reach to help in this instance.
Can I see the Rhine Warden?
Yes.
Yeah, then I can expend one of my 3 charges.
Okay.
I
So
I have to in this instance because otherwise it could well take down. Vinny.
So, for reference, the infected bite would be doing with a crit. Actually, I'll roll first, and then I'll tell you how much damage it would have done.
Yeah, I mean I've done it anyway. I
Yeah.
reduced that to now. The emblem has 2 charges.
So
I would have done 7 damage.
So he's taking 18, and he would have taken 35,
Okay.
which is a big difference because that does keep him alive.
Good.
He has 5 hit points left. He's alive.
Boo, witnesses.
Actually, no, 15 hit points left. He's got 18, not 70.
I'd have been fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's he crying about?
'Tis but a flesh
And
wound.
then I need him to roll a Constitution saving throw against the infected bite. That's a 3.
That's what kills them.
Yeah, that's it.
It's
No,
over.
it doesn't kill him, but it does mean he is now infected. He is diseased, which means he takes an additional d6 damage from all sources.
That's alright. I'll lay on hands him in a second.
A snowflake hits him.
I was gonna
No,
say.
Die.
so the infected bite
That'll be
is
what it
the
is.
disease status effect, so you'd have to move it with a lesser restoration or 5 lay on hands points, for example. But
Funny that. You
Yeah.
know, I guess how many lone hands points I got.
yeah, I know.
Well, we could kill him. I mean, I've heard that cures most things.
And then, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly, neither of the other 2 attacks hit, because Mortar, I rolled low for you, and for Vinny, because the Rhine Warden is still up, which that crit, that negating that crit actually kept him alive,
Yep.
means that attack doesn't hit Vinny.
Thank you, Damian.
So,
That's alright.
as the jaws of the dragon otherwise curl forward to attack, they bite around the Rhine Warden in the shield. You hear him shout out in pain as he's holding his shield there in place. And as it kind of rears back, going for 2 slashes, Mortar, you duck out of the way. And as one of them goes towards you, Vinny, he slides forward into the way, and you're afraid that they'll hit before this surge of divine energy comes from Damian, shielding the Rhine Warden and preventing him from taking a hit. He kind of gives you a look back and a glance and a nod of very much appreciation. The dragon is then going to do what the dragon wants to do, because it has been badly damaged, and it is going to fly upwards, provoking attacks of opportunity from Mortar, Vinny, and the Rhine Warden. The Rhine
I think
Warden...
I have a ranged weapon equipped, so I don't think I'm able to make one.
Do you? I thought you had your daggers
Yeah,
out.
I have the Black Scorpion. No,
Oh, okay.
I went Black Scorpion.
Oh, that's right, and then it jammed at the end of last session, so yeah, we wouldn't be able to use it.
Can't you just
Um,
hit the butt of your gun?
Yeah, pistol whip it.
It would be an improvised weapon attack, so it means that you do
Sure,
1 plus
yeah,
your
I'll
strength
go for
mod,
it.
but you can. It'll be bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I don't think
Oh,
that's-
this should be interesting.
Oh,
what's
please
your-
kill
Okay,
the
what's
dragon with a
mine?
pistol whip. That would be hilarious.
So it's how
And,
much plus my strength mod? It's a d20 plus my strength mod.
it's a d20 plus your strength and proficiency, because... Oh, no, you don't get proficiency in improvised weapons, do you? It's only...
No, I don't have Tavern Brawler.
No, so yeah, it
And
will
how
be
much damage would it be on a hit? Just my unarmed strike.
1 plus your strength. Strength
Okay,
modifier,
so it'd
sorry.
be 2 points of damage, but I'll do it anyway.
It might matter.
Yeah,
It
come
might
on.
matter. You never
Okay,
know, man.
Vinny, you obviously get an attack as well if you would like
No,
to.
Yes.
no,
Okay.
that,
No, that
won't do
won't.
it.
Okay.
That won't do it.
And the Rhine
You
Warden...
try this.
And
Dude,
the Rhine...
I'm tallying misses.
Okay.
Oh, God.
It's alright, Mortar. You'll do the coup de grace right at the end with 1 bit of damage, and it'll be like, yay.
Throw
Also
a
just yells,
stone.
don't patronize me.
What's the hit?
A 19 to hit.
Hits, damage.
Oh, nice.
12 hissing and 2 cold.
It takes it to that. So if I roll well for the Rhyme Warden here, Skeletal Dragon will go down. That is an 8 on the die.
Oh.
So the
He
skeletal
won't die.
So the Skeletal Dragon... Well, no, because it's doubled, because he's doing bludgeoning damage. So it's 8 plus 4 to 12, double to 22. The remaining 88 or 18 HP of the dragon goes down as the dragon collapses onto the ground into a heap of bones, clattering and clicking as it does so.
Yeah.
Kirv. Were you Hexblades cursing this guy? I don't remember why this guy has a marker on him. Or was that something else?
I think I was, yeah.
Do you have a use of it left? You should have one use left if you did. Did you have one use left of it, or?
Sorry, I'm checking if I even. An Hexblade Curse, that doesn't count as a spell, does it?
No, it would be the
It's a
resource. If you still have 2, then it wouldn't be. That's probably not what this is.
I've got a recollection of a hex.
Yeah, I do. As
There
well.
was
No,
a
I have
Hexblade
one.
Curse.
I
You
have one left.
Okay. Then in which case, you gain healing according to what Hexblade's Curse is, which I believe is...
Spell proficiency, or is it Warlock level?
I believe it's your Warlock level plus your proficiency modifier. Plus your Charisma modifier. So what's your Charisma?
As in 4.
4? Okay. So it'll be 4 plus... You guys are level... I forget.
8.
8? Thank you. So many campaigns,
good.
so many levels.
Oh, you're good.
You regain 12 hit points if you were missing any.
Whoa. Yes, I was.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay. As the
Goes
dragon goes down, your the attack from the two of you, Vinny. I'm actually going to ask you. Can you make me a? We'll say this is an initiative roll. And this is just going to be to see who made the attack first. Or dexterity check if you want. Because this will be a matter of, if you hit, the dragon cannot be brought back. If you got the last hit, if the other one got the hit, then... or if the Rhyme Warden got the last hit, then it can be. The Rhyme Warden got an 11. And this is just a dexterity check, rather than
Just
initiative.
check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh dear.
It's a 10, I believe, for dexterity.
Yes.
Okay.
Plus 4.
Okay. So his attack hits first, followed by yours. I will leave the dragon there as difficult terrain, because that's basically what it is. But the general, otherwise, as the dragon tries to leave, the general lands in this moment, looking down at the dragon in the, as it is dead, and as the undead spirit begins to otherwise peel away from the dragon bones, the magic fading from them. The general otherwise looks at you three, and I'll say he steps down into this position here as part of the narrative, just so then I can remove this for now. You can remember that it's there.
Oh, I wanted to see him awkwardly climb around the bones.
No. Kirv.
Like,
You are-
shit, that's a femur.
So,
Big
Kirv,
toothpicks.
you are up.
Okay, so Kirv has noticed that he has a scythe and thought, well, fuck off, that's my kind of thing. But as she's been peeking and more and thinks, oh, he does look a bit too familiar. And if this is someone who serves the Lord of Crows, I might be in kind of fucking trouble if I kill him. So I would like to so am I right in saying this bit is a stairs that I can get to where they are?
No, that's a part of the gatehouse which is inside. The stairs would be here, or you can go up the pile of rubble.
Okay. I don't even have a good way to get to him this round.
No, you don't.
Fuck.
If you have a spell that can teleport you up there, but that would only
I don't have any
potentially
slots left.
use your action. Ah, okay.
Romulus, can you throw me up?
That's kind of awesome.
If you want to attempt an alley-oop, I'll allow it.
I'm happy to assist in the alley-oop.
All right.
Alley-oop?
This will use your reaction, Romulus, but I'm okay with this.
Wait.
Can I walk the
question.
distance?
Mm-hmm.
You have to toss me.
That's possible.
As a general note, where he is, you cannot hit him because he is no longer elevated and a large enough creature that you can actively hit him through
Yeah.
Mortar.
But question: can I see him?
Currently, no.
Okay. Yeah, then it's fine. Alley-oop.
Originally you can see him because he was on the back of a massive dragon, but now not so much. So, Romulus, go ahead and make me an athletics check. And Kirv,
alley-oop
go ahead and make me... Yeah, and Kirv, you make your choice of athletics or acrobatics check, please.
Ooh.
I mean, this could go very poorly.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Oh, it did not go poorly.
That's a good amount. So, we've got the
Things going well.
we got the
Hell yes.
distance. Now we got the
You can
landing.
Go the distance.
You got the mile. You can go the distance.
Now let's see about the landing curve.
As he
Natural
launches-
20.
Oh,
That's 20!
Oh!
Holy shit!
I will
That
say...
is a 27. This
I
is
will-
going to be an amazing
So-
alley-oop.
This
So,
is gonna be sick.
as you run forward out of the tower, you otherwise shout to Romulus to toss you and to alley-oop you up there. As Romulus, you otherwise put your hand back instinctively, grab Kirv's arm and the edge of the scythe, swing around over your head and up. Kirv, you fly upwards and over, doing a somersault in the air over the top of the individual before landing directly behind them.
Oh my god! It's a triple axel kickflip.
I will say...
Superhero landing.
Actually,
Superhero landing.
so sick.
I will say that
So
because
sick.
of the natural 20 and the natural 19 for this, I'm going to honour this as your first attack will have advantage against your target.
Yay.
Don't forget, if you want to spend your bonus action to Hexblade's Curse him, now's the time to do so.
Well, I
It's too
can't.
bad she stabs Vinny. It's a real shame.
So, can I look at this guy and
Yeah.
try and understand it? Are we on the same team?
You've never seen the Lord of Crows use undead before. It's not necessarily out of the realm of possibilities.
I mean, it is from hell.
Yeah, that's
But, yeah,
entirely true.
yeah.
But he's not wearing anything that would give away any of this. The dark armor, possibly, but it's a stretch. You suspect
Looks like
it's
a goth,
just...
therefore he's a goth.
Yeah, you suspect
Yeah.
it's just correlating themes as opposed to actual servitude.
Okay. So
Also,
we're.
technically that looks like a sickle.
Well, yeah, I know, but this is the best art I had for it. Alright?
Okay.
I think that's bullshit, Chris.
Look,
So
are you
was
gonna
that my
stop doing my art?
action?
Dude, I can't draw.
It'll just be stick figures. So what was that, sorry, Kirv?
Sorry, was that my action?
No, that was your movement.
That was my movement, even the alley-oop.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I shall Hexblade Curse, I believe. Is
Bonus
that
action,
a
Hexblade's
bonus
Curse.
action?
Yep.
And then I would like to hit twice with murder.
Okay, so the first attack has advantage because of the amazing natural 20 and natural 19 on the alley-oop check.
So you
how
know
do
this
I
is going to
play
inspire
D&D?
Mortar's next action. This is good.
What,
He's
within
going to
that
see
one?
that and go, oh! so
Romulus,
cool," and he's
throw
gonna-
me too!
He's
And he
gonna-
just dives
He's just there
backwards.
like, oh, I can do it too! And I just fall over.
Is there any chance of me attempting to catch him?
No. You've used your reaction.
no longer Operation
In
Slab Power.
that case, for pure vibes, I'm just gonna look up and just take a step back.
I believe it's because of your
So
mother.
I'm
It's
nods in
2d6.
understanding.
Okay, so that is 6 plus
I think it was 5
5.
slashing.
Plus 5.
Oh,
so that's
sorry,
11.
no, to hit. Wait, were you asking the to hit?
Oh, well, I assumed the 15 plus your to hit would have hit his AC.
Well,
'cause
yeah,
it's
okay, fab.
Pretty close, yeah.
Yes, 2d6 plus 5 slashing.
So that would be 11 slashing damage. Nice.
And then again,
Second attack, yep. This one without advantage. But you do have the bonus to hit because of flanking, so that will be a 16 plus your to hit, so your hit. Doing
8.
another 6 plus 5, another 11 points of damage. Nice.
Sick round. Good job, guys.
Very good round.
Okay, yeah. 22 points of damage. As you otherwise perform this alley-oop, landing on the other side, taking 2 swings. The first one carving across the back of this individual. As they turn and spin, trying to block with the scythe, you cut downwards with your own, and they otherwise look at you with these deadless eyes staring back at you in this moment. A almost hiss coming from them.
Woo.
Okay.
Okay, end of turn.
End of turn. Damian, you're up. You are currently at the bottom of this ramp. Mortar is standing in front of you. The Rime Warden does not look particularly great, nor does Vinny, but Vinny's in a good defensive posture. And Romulus is preparing to climb the ramp, most likely next turn. You also know that there is still a skeletal archer who is currently aiming at someone.
Well, I mean, that makes it quite straightforward for my task, doesn't it? Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20. If I climb up there, I do my 30. Cool. I mean, this is straightforward. Have I got any spell points left? I do. How healthy does Skelly look?
He's got 1 hit point.
Okay, he looks very healthy. Cool. In that case, I obviously have to, use a divine smite on him in that case. No.
Naturally, dude.
Naturally, yeah.
Naturally, with my 2 attacks, I must divine smite him.
First attack.
Do not underestimate him.
That is an 18, I think.
That hits. Okay, what was the
it's
damage? 4 plus...
It's 4 plus 3 doubled
to
bludgeoning
14,
to 40.
which means the DC is 19 and it got a 15 total. It is dead.
Yay!
Nicely done, dude.
I then, obviously, because it's a sensible thing to do, I would then, as my bonus action, like to do my shield master and push the bones back 5 feet.
Okay. Well, so you scatter
just
them a
smash
bit.
it and then just push the bones like with a shield.
No, that's fair.
Today,
Get out of here,
Damian is a bulldozer.
Okay. End of your turn.
That was short and sweet.
Yeah, nice. I mean, hey, you took care of a threat which could have potentially been very dangerous. Okay. We are now on to the Skeletal General. Okay, Skeletal General is going to begin by using his Command Undead feature to bring back 2 of the undead. Let's go with a Deathblade and a Skeleton. Now, I don't remember where they were in the initiative order, or where they were in the positional order, so I'm going to do what I've been doing previously. I'm going to chuck them outside.
Please.
Okay, and now, because his mount is dead, he is going to use his Grave Scythe attack in Sweep to make 2 attacks against everybody who is adjacent to him.
Ah, he's Beyblade now.
Yes, he is.
I see.
Does Vinny still have
30 AC, yes.
Good for Vinny.
So, I'm going to start by doing this in... Let's see. I would like everybody, Mortar, Kirv, and Vinny, all to make, I'll just say D20 rolls. And I'll roll for the Rime Warden. Whoever's highest is where his attack's going to begin. Okay, Rime Warden got a 19, and I'm going to go work clockwise from there, as general note. So if anybody gets an natural 20, let me know.
A 1.
Yeah.
I got a 3.
1.
That's fine. So the attack is going to start with the Rime Warden. This will affect your AC,
Okay.
Vinny, if he does happen to go down.
Yeah.
So, attack versus the Rime Warden. That is a 26. That will hit.
Oh,
I will
ouch.
do the damage first, because if I roll high, he goes down. That is a total of 13. He has 2 health left.
Oof.
Okay.
2 health.
But he's still alive.
Next attack versus Mortar. That is a
Hey.
15. I assume that misses.
That just misses.
Okay, I need natural 20 for Vinny. Didn't make it. Oh,
Oh.
sorry, I completely forgot. There's actually the extra damage that he takes from being diseased, because that still keeps. Okay,
No.
so that 3 damage knocks him over.
Damn.
Oh boy.
No.
Rime Warden.
Not the NPC.
Yep,
Hold
Rime
on, how
Warden.
much? How bad is Vinny looking, by the way?
I'm on 10 hit points.
Is there any chance I could potentially try to jump in the way of the nat 20? I do have a reaction.
No, I
No,
said I would need a nat 20 to hit. And then I remembered that there was the bonus damage.
Oh,
No.
my bad.
No. I said I needed it. I need to
Oh,
roll
man.
still, which...
Okay.
That's okay. So, that is a natural 1. So, Vinny, you make an attack opportunity if... Oh, no, you've already used it on the dragon, didn't
Spent
you?
my reaction.
Okay. And then the attack versus Kirv.
Can anyone else take advantage of that?
I don't have a reaction. I swung it in.
Kirv could.
Kirv, do
If you want to
got a
make an
reaction?
attack for opportunity, you can.
Sure.
Yeah.
I haven't done one of these, I don't think. So
It's just
think
an
I've
attack
got-
with murder,
just a
effectively.
normal.
Yeah.
Just size them up. Size them in the side.
Oh,
That will miss,
Side
unfortunately.
them
Actually,
up.
wait, hold on. Because you do have flanking, so that would be 8 plus 3, which is 11, plus your to hit.
8.
8, that's a 19. That will just hit.
Beautiful.
So that is
Seven.
7 plus
Absolutely
5,
awesome.
12 points of damage. Okay. Nice. He is...
roll enough in that one, Chris.
Size him in the dick.
He doesn't have one.
Size him in the
Well, he
Cubes.
certainly doesn't have one anymore.
And that was...
pubic bone.
And that was a 13 to hit Kirv, so that will miss on that attack. Round
Yeah.
2. Advantage against the Rhyme Warden.
Ah, full
Rhyme-
Beyblade.
Rhyme Warden is dead. As he gets crit for an attack, due to the nature of this, which means the Rhyme Warden is dead. So unless you wish to bring him back, Cat, the corpse will remain here for the time being.
Oh, so that is more than just the 2 death fails. Oh dear.
Well, they get NPCs only get 2 failed death saves, so they're effectively
Oh, do they?
yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
effectively in melee they're far more vulnerable. But yeah,
So there you go. The lesson to be learnt here is don't be a non-playable character. As
Yeah.
a player.
exactly.
Okay.
The attack versus Mortar is another nat 1. That misses.
Wow.
Hey.
Then the attack versus Vinny is an 18, which I believe still misses because of your
No,
flourish.
I still have the defensive flourish. It's
Okay.
24.
And then the attack versus Kirv, man, I'm rolling terrible. That's a 17. Does that hit?
Yeah, I believe that hits.
Yep, that hits. Okay,
Just.
so you take... Okay. 7 points of slashing... No. 8 points of slashing damage and 6 points of necrotic damage.
It could be worse.
So 14 damage overall from that attack.
Tis butterscotch.
That could have been a lot worse, yeah. Okay. Now that his mount is... Well, while his mount is dead...
As Talkie Toaster says, it's better than a kick in a bread tray.
Okay, so his...
Sorry, talking toaster.
Yeah.
Okay, so he doesn't have his mount, he can't do that. Actually, I played that wrong. His undead do not come back. That's supposed to be another one of his abilities. Which he didn't use last turn, so currently they're not
Fuck
around.
you, skeletons.
Yep.
Skeletons away.
They're not there. But, that's fine. I can do that at the end of somebody else's turn. Alright, green pass. Her turn. Where is she? She's in here. She's frightened of someone.
She was scared of the.
Oh, she was scared of the dragon. Dragon's
Dragon,
down,
yeah.
so she's no longer frightened. She's going to run up to here,
Yeah.
not be able to see anything, so she's going to cast a first level magic missile.
Nice.
What?
At Vinny.
At Vinny! You can't save
Vinny.
against this one! 10 points of damage. So that's 10 points of damage to the general. Ironically, that would have knocked Vinny unconscious.
Perfectly, yes.
Alright, Mortar, it's your go.
Ooh,
The undead general is looking just about bloodied now that the magic missile has hit him.
Okay. Inspired by what he just saw, the ballet display of Kirv's crazy landing and the sheer strength of Romulus, Mortar feels inspired. So he's going to shoot this guy in the dick. So,
The attack
because
misses
I'm within
automatically,
this
there is no dick.
range. Okay, cool. Great, I end my turn.
I will
So-
roll my D100.
Mortar
Still
will bonus
manages to
action
roll one.
Spirit Shroud.
What was it, sorry?
Bonus action Spirit Shroud.
Okay. You need to spend one of your attacks to also
also-
unjam your weapon, unless you're going to fire it while it's jammed.
I'm not going to fire it while it's jammed, because that wouldn't be a good idea.
What?
Bonus
Yeah.
action Spirit Shroud. Mortar completely forgets that his gun is jammed, and then he goes to pull the trigger and goes, "Oh wait, hold on a minute." Unjams it, does whatever he does, and it's going to shoot him with disadvantage because I'm within melee range.
Okay, make the attack roll, please.
Oh,
I like
no,
to think-
actually, I'm
I
going
like to think that
I'm going
Mortar.
to back away 5 feet. I'm going to back away 5 feet because I'm going to go. I'm going to go here, and I want to provoke an attack of opportunity if I can.
What?
You're still within his
I wanna
10 foot.
see-
You're still within his 10-foot range.
Oh, I'll back out again then. I just want to make sure I don't have disadvantage, and he wastes his reaction on me.
Question: if you're 10 feet away from him, even if he can hit you, don't you have a normal to hit though?
My idea is to try to provoke his reaction. I want him to burn his reaction so that way he can't do stuff against Vinny when Vinny tries to back away. So it means Vinny has more action.
I'll be fine.
Clever.
I have a bunch of ways of getting around opportunity attacks.
He does.
Make
if
sure
I'm
In which
dice.
case, then I'll stay where I am and I'll make an attack
Yeah.
against him.
I do
go
appreciate
for
the
one.
thought, but if I make a
No, you're
against him,
good, man. It's
it
just
immediately
you're.
he can't.
Yeah, fair enough.
Opportunity attacks
Yeah.
against him.
He will have half
Okay,
cover
cool.
because of the nature of Vinny, but in the
Damn
event,
it, Vinny!
but for the event of this, you do not have disadvantage because you are not within 5 feet of him, despite being within his melee
Right.
range.
Okay, all right. So, okay. That won't hit. That's 18.
That hits. Just
Oh shit.
his
okay.
AC is 18.
Oh shit. That's great. Today's a good day.
Okay. So
Okay, cool.
Spirit Shroud
Is an additional
D8.
D8 of psychic.
while you're within 10 feet. Yep. So.
So that's 2d8.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's 10
so that's
plus
10 plus 5. So 15 points of psychic damage.
10 plus 5. 15 points of psychic damage. As you otherwise lift like Scorpion, the dark shroud of energy beginning to form around you. What does it look like?
Mortar, I think like I said, he's inspired by what he sees with Kirv and Romulus, and I think that just as kind of like a fun thing, he does almost like a kind of back somersault out of the way, fully expecting this guy to take a swing, and he doesn't, so it's a waste. But he kind of tumbles backwards, spins his gun, unjams it, and almost bricks his thumb against one of the side almost protrusions of his weapon, allowing it to drain a little bit of his blood to power up this spell, and he looses the shot in a burst of psychic energy.
Roll me an acrobatics check for the somersault.
Thanks, man.
It'll be funny. It'll be funnier if this is a nat 1 and then the
sorry.
actual reason you fired is because your gun went off.
Sorry, the Spirit Shroud doesn't do psychic damage. It does
Necrotical Radiant, right?
Necrotic radiant or cold. Yep.
So I'll have it do radiant.
Okay.
That seems like a smart idea.
Yeah, genuinely. And acrobatics check, you say?
Yeah, because if you roll a natural 1, I'm going to make it funny, and the gun's going to go off on its own. You didn't actually take the shot; the gun did.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, you're fine.
No.
You had your cool moment of doing a backflip,
26.
expecting a swing. Doesn't happen. You're like, oh well. You take a shot.
I'm cool with that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
And-
that's all I got.
End of your go. This guy is going to, now that he can no longer use Command Mount, he is going to use the alternative, which is Dervish Slash, which means he gets to make one attack with either mode of his weapon, and he is going to be using the sweep category because he can still hit
Beyblade!
3 people.
Beyblade!
Gotta go, Blade.
Beyblade!
Beyblade. All right, starting with Mortar because he's shouting Beyblade at me. That's a 17. Does that hit?
That hits.
Woo! Remind me, Spirit Shroud is concentration, correct? Gave you a counter. And
It is indeed.
Okay, so you'll have to make
It is indeed concentration.
concentration save for this. Actually, technically, you would have. Oh, I said you'd have half. He'd have half cover from you. You know what? Because technically, I would have only just hit you. Unless you'd had half cover, we're going to say that we're not. It doesn't have half cover for either of these attacks. So that way, I don't have to go back on damage.
That means
That means you're getting hit.
it is. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I was about to say. I was like, so what's going on?
Yep. So you take 9 slashing and 11 necrotic. So you take 20 damage total, and make me a Constitution saving throw, please, for your concentration. Vinny!
The DC 10, right?
That's a 19 to hit you.
I
That misses, I
succeed.
believe.
Yes. 20 points of damage. Holy shit.
Yeah, so DC is 10 for the concentration check. And Kirv, that is a 22 to hit you.
Well, that hits me.
Huzzah! Landing hits. That's always good. 9 points of slashing damage and 5 points of necrotic damage. So 14 damage overall.
Okay. I'm bloodied.
Okay.
I'm dead.
Did you maintain concentration? On Spirit Shroud?
I did, yes. I rolled a 12.
Wonderful. Okay. That is the end of his legendary action that he takes there. Ryan Warden doesn't get a turn, nor does Red Undead. Vinny! Your AC goes back down.
My AC does indeed go back down. So, unfortunately, I don't think I can stay here much longer.
Oh, actually,
It's all good, man.
sorry, I completely
Get the hell
forgot.
out of there.
I completely forgot. Mortar and Vinny, I actually need you to make me wisdom saving throws, please.
Oh, my favourite.
This is for starting your turn within range of him while he's dismounted.
Wisdom save, okay.
Now you're his mount.
No.
I knew it!
Like, he can mount people?
That is a 17.
So
Yeah,
so
that's a
Mortar,
9.
you're fine. That's a 9. So Vinny. Okay. Aura of authority sense of authority kicks in and begins to overwhelm you. You suffer a -2 to all of your attack rolls and saving throws while you are within 30 feet of the Skeletal General. This lasts until the start of your next turn, where you then make another save if you're within 15 feet of him. So you have a -2 to your attack rolls and saving throws currently.
Horrible.
Okay, in that case then.
This guy sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy's a dick.
Right.
It's like he's like a leader.
10
It's
feet.
like he's
Mhm.
it's like he's a big bad or something.
Nah, he's not big bad, it's fine.
It's almost like he's
And
important.
I'm going to try for a parting shot against this guy.
Okay, go for it.
It's -2, you said?
-2, but you obviously get the +3
Yeah,
from
plus
flanking.
3 from flanking.
Yep.
Curve.
So 7 + 1 to 8 plus your modifier or your attack to hit.
Is +7, so that's going to be 15.
15 will miss, I'm afraid.
Misses. Unfortunate, but having made the attack, I no longer provoke opportunity attacks from him. As
Correct.
Vinny,
Dude, I forgot you have that.
fancy footwork, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As Vinny was previously in an unusual stance for him, feet planted firmly on the ground, suddenly lifts up again, pivots backwards, makes a parting stab at this guy, doesn't manage to land anything. But as a bonus action, I'm going to give a Bardic Inspiration to Damian.
Okay.
As I'm backing off, I'm going to call over my shoulder. I think I've done all I can, but I'll leave this in your capable hands. And 20.
Only Vinny could like do some telepathy, and you get Damian just thinking,
20.
looking at his gauntlets, like what?
Yeah, 35.
Okay. Okay, and bonus action, that was a Bardic Inspiration, which is a D6 or D8?
D8 now.
D8,
So you
okay.
have that
Oh,
for 10
that's a-
minutes.
Yep, so that's the bonus D8. You can either add to damage or to hit. Or saving throw or ability check or anything really.
So I can add it to hang on to hits.
You can add it
Saving
to your
throws.
to hit, saving throw, ability check, damage, initiative roll. You can add it to anything.
Oh, okay.
Obviously you can't add it to initiative roll now, but
Yeah.
still.
So I'm just gonna-
Okay. End of your go, Vinny. I am going to spend another 2 instinct.
Not another
Okay.
combat, so I can use it for initiative.
Frigate another Beyblade.
Well, you have it for 10 minutes.
Look,
and
don't make
the
me
combat's
Beyblade.
gonna be thick and faster than that.
I can Beyblade again and make an attack against each of these 2 and see if I hit them.
You know that canonically in the Beyblade universe, Moses parted the Red Sea with a fucking Beyblade.
Oh,
Oh, that's awesome.
oh.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do another Beyblade. So,
Oh.
attack versus
Moses
curve.
passing the Red Sea with the Beyblade. is so
I
good.
just
No.
have to ask,
It's
how
so
many
good.
pieces is the Rhyme Warden's corpse in now?
He's on the ground and the Beyblade is swinging higher, so it's not actually hitting his corpse. It's lying on the ground. Both of those attacks
Hitting
miss. The highest was a 14, and that was against Mortar, so both miss.
Yeah, it sucks to be a general.
I was going to say, Chris, you've gotten my rolls from last game.
That's alright. I got one more Beyblade in me if Romulus doesn't kill me this turn. Alright, Romulus.
You even admitted the
Do
Beyblade.
it!
Okay.
He's
Well,
pre-blading.
Is there a way for me to get up there this turn right now?
5,
Yeah,
10.
you just move there.
Wonderful.
Ta-da!
I'll move myself back into the right lane.
In that case, it's time.
Yep, cool.
So,
Oh no.
bonus action, I use my final rage.
Roll me a
That's-
wisdom
that's-
saving throw, because I forgot to do that for you.
What's the wisdom saving throw for, if I might ask?
Aura of Authority. Should you fail the save, you take a -2 to your saving throws and attack rolls for the remainder of your turn.
Within how many feet?
15 feet.
Oh, I'm okay. Phew.
Yeah, you're fine.
That is a natural 1.
Okay. Aura of Authority
Couldn't
kicks
be
in.
funnier.
Okay, so
Yep.
Aura of Authority has kicked in, and you are otherwise... You have a
Minus
-2 to
two.
your to hit and your saving throws.
That's fine. I'm not concerned.
Ah,
So,
you should be, because now that's just giving me something else.
Oh no. Kill it.
hush you.
Kill
So
it now.
I rage with my bonus action.
Okay.
I'm telling you now, if it's necessary, I'm using my action surge. I hope it won't be, but I'm more than willing to if it comes to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be recklessing,
Mm-hmm.
and I will be making use of Great Weapon Master in order to take a -5 penalty to the attack, in order to add a +10 to the attack's damage.
Remember that it's customized for the nature of this. It's
Yes,
a -3
that
and a
is correct.
+6.
It's -3 and a +6.
Yeah.
Okay, so I believe that puts me at a total of -5, but also it's actually
Yeah.
only a -2 because Kirv is flanking.
Yep.
So
Maths.
I am maths. So what I'm essentially working on is I have a +8 to hit normally, so it's a +6 to hit.
Okay.
So
And you're recklessing.
and I'm recklessing.
Go for it.
For fuck's sake, please work. First attack does a. Oh, is that one cocked? I think that one is cocked.
Yep.
Yeah.
So does a 20 hit?
20 will hit. What are you attacking him with?
This is with the Ghost Steel Halberd.
Okay.
He's probably undead.
Yes.
It just makes sense.
This is true.
So that is going to be 1d10 plus 5 plus 2 additional cold damage, though I don't know how effective that'll be
Plus
against this
2
fella.
rage damage.
Plus 2 rage damage.
Because they're undead, it doesn't matter. They don't get any resistances to the cold damage, so...
Oh, cool.
Plus the cold
Plus the 6 damage because of Great Weapon Master. And yeah, let's see how this goes.
D10 plus 15, you said?
Plus 5, 2, 2.
Plus 6,
Plus
15.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus 15.
Okay, so 20 points of damage. Okay. First attack.
Second attack.
Go for it.
That is a 19. Unfortunately, that is not a critical because I'm not using stagger, but it would have been very entertaining if it was. That should be 18 damage total.
Okay, don't worry about that. He is going to use 1 point of instinct to use his undeniable resolve to take no damage.
Okay, I'm going to action surge to do 2 more attacks.
Go for it. I have 1 more undeniable resolve in my pocket.
Well, let's hope these both hit then.
Do 2 crits in a row would be awesome.
I mean,
That would be.
that one's a 16.
That's a 16.
That
so it
will
won't hit,
miss.
I believe. I don't unless no, I've got nothing to make it be more likely to hit.
And the last
Unfortunate.
one. Oh,
Last
he will
one.
live. Well, it means he won't be able to Beyblade if he has to use it.
Beyblade.
He doesn't have to
Oh,
Beyblade.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, he doesn't have
That
to worry
is
about
depressing.
it. Okay. He only needs to use 1 undeniable resolve as you take 1 heavy swing towards him, getting a good cut as the ice otherwise forms and shatters across a number of his bones and the outside of the plated armor. You otherwise go in for the next swing as he otherwise lifts the scythe, almost in denial of it, and slides the attack to the ground. And as you go to make the next 2, he blocks and parries them almost in perfect synchronization with your attacks, as if reading you perfectly.
Bastard.
Okay. End of your turn. Cat, you're currently invisible inside the tower, and I'll need you to make a perception check to see if you can get a good bead on him from this angle.
My perception sucks, so I'm going to probably go with probably not.
Let's find out.
That's like, hang on. Perception, that is -1.
-1.
11.
That unfortunately you can see Romulus and you can see Mortar are otherwise fighting someone, but you cannot get a good angle on it from here. You unfortunately cannot lean out as easily as a bipedal person might be able to, so you're otherwise struggling to see them from this angle.
Do I need to be able to see them with magic missile?
I'll allow magic missile to work.
I mean, at this point, I'm pretty much out of
Go, dude.
existence.
Freaking go for it.
You might as well.
How
Yeah,
excessive
absolutely.
do I need to be? Shall I just do a 4th level magic missile?
Dude, go in.
could.
Go in.
Because
Yeah, I'll do a
technically
full
each of them is
magic
individual
missile.
hits. So...
Yeah, I'll
The-
just do that.
As a general note, with the undeniable resolve, it nullifies the whole effect, but we'll see if I need to use it.
Oh, it's
Well.
unfortunate.
I know. But are you using a 4th level?
Yeah, I'll sod it. I mean, it's like, this is pretty much the end of my spell things now. So,
3.
4th levels, magic missile.
6d4 plus 6.
Nice.
Actually, he can't do undeniable resolve because you're invisible, so he doesn't know this attack's coming.
Way!
Nice. Awesome. Right.
Fuck up.
16 plus 6 is 22. His 19 hit points are there. Now, before I give you before I let you describe how you kill him, I need to see if his undead fortitude kicks in. I'm going to roll this in the
That's
open.
not how. That's not how this works, Chris.
He has a +3. Yes, it is. He has a +3 to this. The DC is because it was 3 over his health. That is a DC of 8. He needs to roll a 4 or lower to die. 14.
Ugh.
As you otherwise fire the magic missiles at him, each of them puncturing and scattering a number of the bones as he's otherwise left standing on 1 hit point. There is a look of desperation, but also a look of denying of what you are doing. You are no longer invisible, and please roll me on the wild. Please roll wild magic to see if it goes off.
Oh. Fireball the hell out of that tower.
Yep.
No, let's not
One-
fireball the hell
1
out
to
of fire. I'm
5.
the only person in here. 16, we're good.
Okay, you're fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Cat just screams up to Cinder. Did I hit it? As Cinder will also take 3 shots against.
Okay. Go ahead and make me the attacks.
Okay, these are +7.
+7. Yeah. Hit, miss,
Oh,
miss.
wow.
Roll the damage. So
Okay. Oh no, it's the red ones plus 4.
How many other player turns do I have to go through?
6.
2. Ugh. Okay, do I risk the Undead Force Shield or use Undeniable Resolve? I use Undeniable Resolve, it's just the smart thing to
Well,
do.
at least I burnt that for you.
Yeah, you did.
Have fun.
This one.
Okay,
Nice
were either of those ones? No, they weren't. Darn it. Okay. End of the dragon's turn, because it's dead. Kirv!
Main
You
character.
see the Undead General,
Oh,
or the
okay.
Skeletal General is standing there on his last legs, scythe held in hand. You can otherwise hear almost this rasping wheeze coming from this undead corpse as he stands there after the magic missiles hit, standing back up with almost a want to deny what's going on. Make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's a fail. So Aura of Authority kicks in, so you have -2 to saving throws and attack rolls for this turn.
Wait, was that against?
That was wisdom save.
Wisdom. Do I have advantage on that? Yes, I do.
That should
It's
be
frightened
for
effects and stuff,
frightened effects. This isn't a frightened effect, unfortunately.
Okay, and when it comes to saving throws, and you've got like the yes or the no, the proficiency.
Yes. That
That's
that just improves the result.
Oh, that's it. I don't get to. Okay.
No.
What about inspiration?
Do you have it?
Yes.
Then you can re-roll the save if you want to.
I would like to re-roll
Go
this.
on.
Total?
14.
Just fails.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Tough luck.
Damn.
Sorry, so
That's
what's the
rough.
effect?
-2 to your attack rolls and saving throws for this turn.
Okay.
Okay. So, the Skeletal General stands before you. What would you like to do?
Throughs.
What did you say?
Throughs. I was typing it down so I'd remember, and I put 2 O's in throws, so it's throughs.
Bruce,
Throughs!
you've got a spoon.
It's a very Geordie or Liverpudlian way of putting it. If you want to be West Coast or East Coast, choose your weapon.
Well, I mean, am I able to like pull off the helmet, or is that going to take up an action?
Depends. If you get the killing blow, I'll allow it as part of flavor.
Ooh. Come on, get that killing blow.
Okay, so
He
yeah,
has one health.
one
Freaking do it.
one slash to end him, the other upwards to flip the helmet off. Okay.
First
I'm
attack.
getting like real Witch King of Angmar death vibes from this moment. Like,
No man,
So-
you kill me.
No.
Hi.
Well,
I'm
that's
cursed.
nat 1 on one of them.
Okay.
Oh,
He's going to use
God.
his reaction to make an attack against you. Now, due to the nature of the opportunity attack when using Grave Scythe, this cannot take the sweep property, because the sweep
I would
property
like
hits
to
all
use
targets.
the Sentinel feature to use my own opportunity attack against him.
Are you going to kill steal?
Oh, 100%!
You are a savage, but okay.
I love it. That's so sick, dude. Like, either way, it works.
Unbelievably petty, although kill stealing
It's-
with
it's just
a
that- it's just
ghost
that, like-
steel weapon is probably better anyway.
Yeah!
It's just
Yeah,
that,
fair.
like, Kirv goes for it, all
Hmm.
the attention goes on Kirv, and then Romulus sideswipes it.
Do I ignore my own rules and allow sweep to hit all 3 of them? Yeah, why not?
Give them
Wow.
a bonk. Give us a bonk.
That way, technically,
Oh,
he's
okay,
attacking
okay,
everyone, so
okay.
you can't use Sentinel.
Actually, Sentinel doesn't say that it has to target an individual, it just says when they are, makes an attack against a target other than you, and that, other than you, I guess if it's a wide scale, maybe it does.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So I'm ignoring my own wording, so you cannot steal main character energy. If she misses, I'll let you do your attack of opportunity. She landed the attack. Okay, so that was a 17 to hit you, Kirv.
That hits.
Okay.
Kirv dies.
That is a.
Literally.
I mean, that's a 15 to hit you, Romulus.
That would miss.
Okay. and that is a 27 to hit you, Mortar.
Yes.
Okay. So, Kirv,
Nice.
Mhm.
you take
Bitch.
10 points of slashing and 8 points of necrotic, so 18 total.
Ooh, I'm looking bad.
Okay, well, you've still got your attack, so go ahead and roll damage for me while I roll damage for Mortar. Mortar, you take...
Hey, buddy.
That
so
would be
upset that you did that.
13 points of slashing damage and 7 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh.
That's 20 points of damage.
Yep.
Mortar's out.
He's unconscious.
Ooh.
The DM has
Yes.
literally chosen to punish us by not letting me slap this motherfucker.
Mm.
Just saying.
So what did you get for damage
All
on
I did was
your
shoot
attack
him
curve?
once.
So I rolled a what did I roll? I rolled a 6.
6
and then
plus
plus
5,
so
11. So, DC is 15. He has a plus 3 to this.
Oh, come on!
Oh, I thought it was
He
going to
makes
be a
it.
1.
Romulus, in this moment, as he takes a swing around him to make a strike, you note that Mortar goes down next to you, and narratively, you cannot let that stand. Go ahead and make me an attack roll with your halberd. Actually, you reckless. I get to make the attack with advantage against you.
This is fair.
That's an 18 to hit you.
That will hit. That will hit.
You take 10
Your
points of
audacity.
slashing damage and 7 points of necrotic damage, halved because you are raging, to 8 points of damage.
I'm still up,
Their
And-
totems, dude. Let's go.
and this fellow's about to be in a world of hurt.
Go ahead and give me
I'm
the
not
attack roll.
going to be using my Great Weapon Master because that would be a fucking stupid thing to do.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Do
Yes.
You
because
sure?
He is at, as I understand it, a singular hit point.
Are you sure? Okay,
Give
fine.
him a little bonk.
Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay.
I hate it when he does that.
Mhm.
I've got the one negate damage thing still.
So, I will in fact be doing this with a +9 rather than a +8 because of the -2, but the +2 because of flanking.
Yep. Or plus 3 because of flanking, but yeah. Go for it.
Yeah. For fuck's sake, hit, please.
Come on, man. You got
There
Yeah,
it
sure,
is.
20.
There's the one right there.
Now, I don't want to burst your bubble, but because Kirv rolled a 1, I get 2 instinct back, so I'm going to spend my now last 3 instinct to negate the damage. Using the undeniable resolve.
You pretty
Still
butthead.
rolling the fucking
I'm-
damage.
I'm going to
And
take
I'm
a poo
re-rolling
on your
this
monitor,
too.
Chris.
What did you say, Jan?
Then I'm going to take a poo on your monitor.
Well, that's
Oh,
not
oh,
very
oh,
nice.
I'll have the keyboard.
Yeah.
I'll
Dan-
take the mouse.
Dan, you should be
Oh,
taking
hey, man.
notes, not being mean. You should be taking notes on all that's happening at the moment.
I can't. I'm dead.
You'll be tested later.
I said Dan, not Mortar. Okay,
That would have
Oh,
been an
they're one
in the
example
same.
of,
They are
that's fair.
both idiots.
that should have been about 23 points of damage.
Negated to 0.
Yeah.
Damian.
Question: did the attack technically hit?
No. Technically, it
Oh, so
nullifies
it's
the
negated
entire
the
effect.
attack.
Yeah, it ignores the effect of the failed saving throw, attack, or the general effect.
Understood.
Okay, so
Very good ability for an undead.
right. So hang on.
He is now out of
Instinct.
instinct. Yes, he
So
gains.
he can't stop an attack.
Correct.
Unless we get in that one, right?
Unless you
Oh,
get
yeah.
well, no. Even if you get an at one, because undeniable resolve increases in cost each time, so you'd need 2 nat ones
Oh, I
back to
see.
back for me to get it back, unless it hits his
Do not
turn.
tempt fate.
In which case, he
That's
will
not
have
fair.
instinct enough to use undeniable resolve again.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. Make your
Uh,
2 attacks.
2 attacks. If one of these hits, I'll pump my last 2 spell points into Divine Smite just to make sure that he never likes like ace, like DC of 75 or something.
Go for it.
Because it'll be bludgeoning, so it's going to be doubled. So it's going to be insane. Okay, well that one won't hit 'cause that's a 17, but that's a 20.
Okay. And you
I
have
getting that right?
your
Do
D8
I
for
stop
damage. No,
Oh
that's fine.
wait,
Yeah.
hang on. Oh no, I completely failed as usual. Well done,
What?
Damian. That's a 15.
Okay.
That's an 18.
18 just hits.
Oh,
So
phew.
7 damage. Do you want to add the inspiration as
Sure.
well? And you're going to Divine Smite as well, you said?
Sorry, what? Do
You're
the
going
what?
to Divine Smite as well?
Yes,
Yeah, I
divine
can do
smite.
a divine smite.
Alright. Go for it.
Oh, that's the bardic inspiration. Sorry, yes, I
Yeah,
understand
Bardic
what you're about now.
Inspiration for the
Brain's
damage.
like, what you
Yep,
want about?
that's fine. So, 11 plus what?
What?
3. So that's 28 bludgeoning.
28 bludgeoning plus 12 radiant.
Radiant.
He needs a natural 20 on this.
It's gonna
There's
do
a
it.
chance.
Bastard.
Well, he rolls it right now, but like, right, that's it.
There's a chance.
He's
He's rolling in front of
disabled-
the board, Chris.
he's
Yeah,
disabled
he
the
is.
flip table
Radiant
button.
damage?
No.
Oh, that was still a good roll though.
So, in this moment, as Damian, you run up, you take your first swing, and you see there's a moment of desperation as he denies the attack from the Ghost Steel Blade. As he otherwise brings his scythe up to block, you bring your shield in, strike him almost with a quick shove before bringing your hammer to one side. How do you kill this boss?
With the crest hammer, because of the radiant damage, as I strike down on his helmet, I shatter the helmet into pieces with the radiant damage, and then all the bludgeoning just goes like straight down in like as if an anvil had been dropped on him, just like straight through the skeleton.
We get the
Oh,
Minecraft
that's so
anvil effect, sound effect as dang, it strikes straight through him. The bones shatter as he flies off, and the bits of him fly off in all directions as he is no more. Kirv, you heal 12 hit points.
Nicely done.
Woo!
Yay!
As he...
I have a bonus action, don't I?
Yeah. We're out of initiative order, though. So,
What? Oh,
we're out of
okay, well, in
initiative
that case,
order.
I'm just using my normal action to with my lay on hands to stabilize Mortar.
For Mortar? Okay. So Mortar, you're back up to 5 hit points. In this moment, as you all
Nice.
kind of begin to steadily breathe, many of you bloodied and badly injured, you otherwise collect yourselves in this moment. Mortar, Romulus, Damian, you all kind of look at each other. Kirv, you look as well. The undead at the end here was very difficult to bring down. Even when he made it to the last flecks of life, the magic held on, and he was able to resist a lot that happened. But you defeated him as a group. And in that moment, you otherwise hear the shout as the Frostkeeper, or Icebringer, sorry, runs out and begins to kind of push past you, Romulus, to try and get to the Ice Warden.
I'm also heading out.
Does anyone have any revivification magic?
Look,
Anyone?
if you've got like a 500 GP gem, then yeah, but
Before we go any further, would
Oh!
Damian have noticed that
shit.
combat has finished?
The what has finished?
Is Damian absolutely certain there's no other skeletons around?
You look around, give me a perception
Mortar's
check.
gonna look around as well.
Yeah, maybe a perception check, both of you.
Cool. Because if the perception check is low, Damian might just do Abjure the Extra Planar again.
It's a good idea, to be fair.
I mean, it makes
Um,
perfect theoretical sense.
no,
So,
no,
when
I'm just
he-
driving to you.
That's a 22 for Mortar.
22.
Oh! Perception, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 7.
7. I will say you do not hear or see any undead as you're otherwise looking around, which is a good sign. And as Mortar's looking around, he gives the general note of all clear.
Okay.
The ice. Oh, sorry, I forget the name.
Icebringer.
Icebringer. Do you have any gems that we can use to revivify your friend?
You see she's otherwise holding the crystal that would usually hold the ice elemental.
Can we use that?
there is hesitation from her. If you have the means, the city can recompensate for it. This is worth far more than 500, as much as I'd want him to come back.
Does that mean he'll be like supercharged if we do bring him back? Like, is that how that works?
That's not how that's going to work.
We are running out of time here.
Sorry,
that was no, that was.
Can someone
Mortar
cast like
asking
Spare the
Rhyme
Dying
Lord
or
to-
something? Does anyone have that?
What was it?
I don't think so.
I mean, I've got
I'm
healing
not.
charges.
He's
That-
dead.
He's dead.
That's fine.
I'm
I
going
will
to-
just like put loads and loads of healer get charges into him.
He is dead.
I'm going to head. Is the dragon corpse still
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
mostly
I-
bones and stuff, yeah.
Can someone check
Are there
the
any?
general's body?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check the general's
Yeah.
body.
I'll check the
Seriously, if
dragon.
anyone has anything they can make use of, please do so quickly. I
Okay.
do not know how long how long we have on this.
Okay, just clear up.
Um,
Cat's not getting near the body at fear that she may accidentally consume the soul. I don't know how this creature works completely.
Fair. Right, checking over the body.
I'm looking for 5 scales, preferably not too damaged if I can avoid it.
It's looting the dragon for scare.
Yeah, man.
I don't think I've got a thing. I mean, I can use my rope of climbing and hang the corpse. That's about all I can do.
God.
Wow, that's intense. I mean,
Well, I could
hold on.
put
Do I before I
could put
do
a
anything
tent
else?
over
Let
it.
me just double check.
I could show
Um,
it pictures of that family from Oh god.
I mean, I could make the body fly. That's about all I could do.
I can
Just send it off into the air.
I'm full of a party of monsters. Okay, in
I'll send
fairness,
it home.
I will just ask one thing. If I burn a gem, can it be replaced?
Yes, it can.
This is the only thing I can do. Okay. Oh, I'm going to use the 1 diamond that I've got as a contingency for the party.
Okay.
Okay.
Before that, could I do something a little sneaky?
Depends.
Steal that diamond.
No. So, am I right that this person would probably be bleeding?
On the ground? Yes.
Yeah. Could I, like,
Oh.
creepily kind of walk by and my blade accidentally sort of
Yeah.
touches it?
Okay.
See if it does anything. It might not.
Yeah.
Yeah, make
But-
me a sleight of hand check.
It's like hand check.
Is there any chance to intervene with this if the sleight of hand is lower than my passive perception?
You are looting the corpse. If a sleight of
Sort
hand
of.
check is... If the sleight of hand check is low enough, she's going to it. The Icebringer will intervene.
Mhm.
Is there any
Boy.
chance I could change that to a deception?
Mortar will shout, "Over here! I think I found something," to try to draw a little bit of attention so Kirv can do her thing.
I'm just
You
gonna
know,
think
I
which-
think I turn my scythe upside down and I lean on the top and I pretend I don't even realize that my scythe is touching.
I'll allow a deception check, yeah.
Okay.
Could she have advantage because of my maybe distraction?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
say,
the only
actually, no,
baby.
both of you go ahead and roll me deception checks.
Oh boy.
Do I have advantage?
No,
Or-
it will be 1 roll
No.
each. So basically, if Mortar rolls well, it will add.
I
it
do
will
have
replace
a-
those.
I do have proficiency in deception, so that's nice. Okay, that's not too bad. That's an 18.
So 18 on the deception here. As Kirv, you otherwise can place the very loud, heavy scythe onto the ground, kind of blade end down with the deception. The Icebringer does not notice, and nobody else has a passive insight of 18 or higher.
I think so. I
I-
think mine's
There is
investigation.
a chance I'm.
Well-
There's a chance I might.
You're helping. There's no reason for you to
I
insight.
am,
You already know.
But I want to read the numbers.
No. Okay.
My number's not big enough, Chris.
Oh, that's a shame.
18. You said.
Yeah, it's
18.
a personal issue.
Then no.
Okay. So, Kirv, you
Yes.
place the scythe on the ground, and you begin to draw some of the blood from the ground as it begins to seep into the scythe, almost like forming these veins that run up the outside of it before stopping. Not like it's had enough to drink, but almost like it's purposefully stopping. As I'll say, I'll leave this choice to you. You can either continue letting the scythe drink, or you can stop and take what you've got.
Oh,
Boy.
oh, fuck. I mean, okay, if I'm being honest, Kirv would let it keep happening. In the back of her head, she's thinking, okay, witnesses for what Hat is thinking of doing. But I won't do it if you guys would say a hard no.
I would say a hard no personally, but
I'm the opposite. I'd say friggin' go for it.
I'm confused. What's actually happening here? Because I don't understand.
I worry that you're going to be taking more than just blood.
Yeah.
I know
Certain
exactly
point.
what's happening.
And
Ash.
is my action going to prevent this guy from being brought back?
Ultimately, we don't know. But
That's-
there is a chance.
Yeah, I'll say
Yeah.
go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
As in, if I could figure out if
Yeah.
it would affect that. Okay, well, I'm not good at these.
Oh, you got it.
Come on,
Intelligence-based
naturally.
spellcaster.
Oh god.
Arcana check. Oh no. 5. I saw that negative and I was like, oh,
Nah, it'll be fine.
nah, it'll be fine. Fuck.
Oh, perfect. So perfect.
Jesus Christ.
I know, right?
Oh, this is. I love it. I love it.
Oh. Okay, so I've got
So
one hard no.
perfect.
You've got I'm utterly clueless what's happening.
You have an overwhelming yes from Mortar.
I think an overwhelming yes for Mortar should count as a hard no to anyone with common sense.
Yeah, fair.
Hey, I mean, if you say so. If you
And
say
again,
so.
what's
Yeah,
Kirv's
it would
intelligence
be-
again?
Oh no, bad.
Yeah, so we don't need to worry about that.
But
It's not good.
Mortar's intelligence is bad as well, so it makes perfect sense. He'd be like, yeah, do it.
It's not going to look good considering when first Cat come over here, she stood here and then come over here concerned, and she did historically say she could damage souls. It's might blow back on me.
It is.
Descends into despair. You make the choice at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Like,
ultimately,
you
it's
know.
your decision.
Yeah,
Yeah,
make your call, 'cause
assuming you're
none of
doing-
us have a high enough insight, so.
Yeah, assuming what you're doing, what I think you're doing, it would definitely be a hard no in character. But I
Mm.
think ultimately, since we don't know, I think you have to. Assuming this is going to do what I think it's going to do.
Yeah.
It is.
Harlan, are you saying a hard no as Romulus or as Harlan?
Well, okay, if Romulus knows about it, it would be a hard no.
Yes.
Harlan would say a hard no, but if I don't know about it as Romulus, Romulus can't say a hard no. I mean,
It's exactly the same.
okay, what was the deception? Like,
I think the
18.
thing is,
Oh, mine
also
was,
at the
it
end,
was 10
I think
or
the thing is at
something.
the end of the day as well, none of us are aware this is happening.
Yeah,
So this
like-
would be something you would be making an opportunity, like
Yeah.
a thing of in the moment. So it's completely up to you how you choose to handle it. I think asking for our opinions may just give you analysis paralysis.
I get what you're saying. I'm trying to
Yeah.
gauge more
I
as
get
the players, and I don't want to make this not fun.
Hang
But
on, how
not
bad
satisfied
is her
capitalism.
insight or passive perception if Kirv got, was it 10?
It was an
On your
18 because
deception?
Mortar helped.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah, that was the deception.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why, because she has a 17 to her insight, so she would
I
have
will
done
say
it if
also-
Mortar hadn't intervened.
I will say also, Mortar doesn't really know what she's doing, but he does see she's trying to do something and kind of goes, oh, I think this might be something she wants to do, so he's trying to draw a bit of attention. So that's
Okay.
why he did it. He doesn't know why, though.
No, that's fine.
He just thinks he's being helpful.
So, I will say Kirv. What would you like to do in this moment? You can choose as you, or you can choose as Kirv. There is no right or wrong answer to this.
Role playing games.
Hmm.
Let me paint the picture a different way. You can feel that the scythe wants more. It wants to drink more from this powerful individual, this rhyme warden, as they were. You get a sense that there is an essence of greed to the scythe, but an essence of power that comes with it, perhaps. You otherwise know what the scythe wants, but you've been with this group for long enough, and you were here to save this person, and you're hearing sounds and conversation that this individual could be saved. You don't know if drawing up too much of this blood is going to kill them outright and stop this sort of saving. It's unknown to you, and you don't believe that it would cause harm, but you're not sure.
Oh, wait, this is the Rhine Warden's blood?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the guy who we're trying to bring back.
now I'm even more confused.
I might make him dead, but if I don't keep on going, he might be able to be brought back.
He's an NPC, I don't care.
Fair.
Hey, at least you're honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, in all fairness, yeah.
I think I'm going to take Harlan's hard no as a hard no,
Okay.
and I will sort of look around, see that people are trying to sort of bring him back, and I groan, I grit my teeth, but I do pull the scythe up
Okay.
in a way.
You pull the scythe up and away, and it stops drinking the blood. Cat, you otherwise have the diamond. You have been assured that it will be returned to you.
Alright, I am going to spend 10 of my last 11 spell points. I'm not getting close. I can do this from
Oh,
thinking
okay.
it's a fireball. I'm concerned that the creature's going to steal the soul.
Ah, makes
That's why
sense.
Cat's
Okay.
trying to keep clear of him.
If you are
Understood.
concerned, Mortar is here, and Mortar has aided you in this before, so he may be able to help.
It's rune magic. It's not so easy.
It's not necessarily the spell. It's more if you're worried about the creature coming out. Mortar has aided in holding that back before, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Oh, mentally, you mean? I see.
yeah.
Yes.
You are
Okay.
very weak, though, aren't you, Mortar?
I am
Yeah, no,
very
Cat's seen what he's doing with
Naturally-
souls. She's not taking the gamble. She's gonna do it from a distance. And yeah, I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast elemental. I'm going to charge the rune because I don't have it actually active. So I could charge the rune, and then I'm going to cast elemental detonation.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to
with the
say.
life rune.
Given everything that has been happening, time has been passing and he has been dead for one round of combat. I'm going to say, in this instance, I will say go ahead and make me a initiative roll. The DC for this will be 5. This is
Awesome,
to
I
make
don't
sure that you get there in time. Given that Mortar made a distraction and pulled your attention away, Kirv's been draining some blood, there's been a discussion going on, Romulus has been frantically searching, people have generally been panicking a little bit.
Okay, so I need to. What am I rolling? I think.
Initiative,
So, initiative. Okay, I've
DC
got
is
+3
5.
to my initiative.
so don't roll a 1 or a 2.
Okay. I don't have Tides of Chaos. I rolled a 1.
I can give
No
you back.
way.
I can
No
give you back.
way.
I can give you back your Tides of Chaos if you're willing to roll wild magic.
You know
Fireball
what?
us all.
At
Hell
this
yeah.
point, yeah, alright. Okay.
Alright, roll
Hopefully
wild
you
magic.
want to
As
That's
Cat,
okay.
Cat dives really deep, like her magic's kind of bit you with. That's a 5, I think.
5.
Oh, double. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuck me!
Okay.
Sorry,
Oh.
I had to be AFK for a second. What happened?
Unbelievable.
2 nat ones in a
Two
row.
nat ones in a
I
row.
rolled another nat 1.
That's so impressive.
If anyone has inspiration,
Proud.
I will allow
Nope.
them to give it to Cat.
I
don't.
have inspiration.
No, I only have a gun.
Unless you want to retroactively give one to Kirv for the alley-oop. Nope.
That is fair.
I do not have one, I'm afraid.
Bang. Cat. And Mortar. In this moment, you, as you're otherwise panicking, you begin to almost feel like the spell won't work. That too much time has passed. Let me help you out.
Oh shit.
Why? You're just gonna steal the soul.
Maybe he dies either way.
Oh,
Mortar will
God.
meet Cat's eyes. Like he kind of stops what he's doing and he just turns and looks at Cat. Like
You hear this
he's
for
ready
sure.
he's ready to do something. He's ready to do something if you need him to.
Cat will look at Mortar because she knows Mortar has previously. Locking eyes together. It's like looking for any sign of gesture from Mortar, like a nod or a shake of the head, or she's very conflicted at the moment.
Chris, what was it the creature said? Let me help.
Let me help.
Mortar is going to give you a very subtle shake of the head. And the message he's getting across to you is it's not worth it. This guy is going to die either way.
Alright. Okay, so I've burnt this. Oh, hang on, let me roll
This
my.
is are you holding the spell at the moment?
So I got 2 elemental detonations. Okay, alright. The spell's gone through, hasn't it?
No.
So have I burnt the diamond?
This is just the initiative order. This was a matter of you got there and you suddenly felt that, like, it's been too long. You don't know how long has passed. So you can use it if you would like. There is a chance. It's a low chance, but there's a chance that it works.
Okay. I
mean, I will make my way over to you and I'll kind of put a hand on your shoulder and just
This
in your
is-
mind, despite. Oh, sorry.
This is
Okay,
instantaneous in this moment. You've
Oh, okay,
otherwise
cool.
given the don't ask for assistance in this moment. This is an instantaneous choice here for Cat. You either have
Okay.
you effectively have 1 second left on if you would like to try.
as this is all happening, and as she knows the creature is now trying to get involved, there is a straight up panic as she drops the diamond, grabs her hand, and runs.
Okay.
So
So it follows.
she's run off.
Okay.
over-
Cat otherwise runs down the difficult terrain, otherwise hearing this, as the diamond drops and hits the ground. This is going to get interesting.
Yeah, Mortar follows.
So,
As soon as Cat starts running, Mortar follows.
Mortar follows. The rest of you watch. As the diamond hits the ground, it slowly begins to float, and then it flies off.
What?
As
Okay, we'll find it when we're looking for Romulus.
Yeah,
What do you mean? It flies away.
wild magic, baby.
They're like,
Oh,
It's just like
for
this.
the love of what was my wild magic I
It-
rolled?
If this is something that I hear, can I try and grab it?
Make me an attack roll with disadvantage. This will be disadvantage because the target is currently invisible.
Oh man.
I don't suppose, because it's an attack roll and technically I was recklessing previously, I could maybe
I'll
take advantage
a
of
minute
reckless.
a minute has passed. I will say in this instance, I'm allowing it with disadvantage because technically this would be a surprise round because you didn't see what the wild magic did. Because nobody saw this happen.
Glad this didn't happen to Cat. Cat turns invisible and just goes flying off.
No, it wasn't Cat.
Well, I don't know what the AC is, but with my general attack, it's a +8, so
16?
13.
Oh, right, 'cause it's disadvantage. 13. Just misses versus the AC 14. As you watch as the diamond flies off into the distance. If anyone would like to pursue it, you may go ahead and do so. But the Icebringer otherwise kind of kneels on the ground and begins to kind of just bows her head and begins to sob. The individual, the Rhine Warden, will remain dead as the minute has definitely passed.
Possibly. Depends how much her crystal's worth.
Even then, you wouldn't have the spell points
You
to
don't
do
have
it
the
now.
capability. Yeah.
I've got a day from them dying.
Yeah. Their crystal isn't
I'm
worth.
gonna-
I'm checking now. Their crystal isn't worth enough for you to be able to use the.
It's
life
not
rune.
worth enough. Okay, then that's...
No, not
that's
not a full life rune. No.
Okay.
Okay. So, is anybody chasing after this diamond that has just flown off?
I'm chasing after the cat.
Can we say
Okay.
that... So, Cinder and Jeff are both going to know that that's cats. Can them two make an attempt?
I will say they are currently in the same mindset as you due to the nature of your bond with them. So they are
Okay,
following you. So right now, as Cat runs off into the forest, a fire elemental is following her, a crystal parrot or crystal peacock is following her, Romulus and Mortar are following her, Kirv, Damian and Vinny. The diamond has flown away.
Did I even see the diamond?
Yes, you did. You watched as Cat was standing there, and as you kind of turned around to see what she would do, you watched as she drops the diamond, turns and runs, kind of scrambling down the rubble, before the diamond picks itself up and flies off.
How
Oh, I thought the
fast was it
diamond had
going?
turned invisible.
Let me double check. It seems to be travelling. Let's double check the stat block again for how fast this thing moves. Not faster than you, Vinny, if you're using your action and your bonus action to follow it. I will say not just to a little bit slower than you, but still slower than you.
I can still use my boots as well.
Oh, that's true, so you can double and definitely catch it.
Right, I'm gonna. Gonna put a hand on Damian's shoulder. We can't afford to lose that. I'll be back.
Okay. Quick your heels and go after it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say after 1 minute of an
Wasn't
intense chase,
very
the creature disappears and the diamond drops to the ground. As the invisible fairy took your diamond and tried to steal it.
The one time I found a fairy.
I assume that
looped me.
I assume this fairy has a low intelligence and couldn't work out the difference between a tooth and a diamond.
No.
Well, you know, some teeth are made of diamonds.
Diamond teeth. Yeah, diamond teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh no.
they were looking for. They were like, I could make a grill out of this. This is sick.
Yeah. I'd pick up the diamond and see a tiny pair of handprints.
Yeah, you do. Tiny pair of grubby fingerprints otherwise on the outside of it. Okay.
Dirty fairy.
Okay.
From one grubby hand into another.
I'll say the Icebringer, she picks up the corpse and takes the Rhine Warden out and prepares to bury him.
Is there still blood on the floor?
There is. There is, but as you otherwise touch your scythe to it, it doesn't seem to drink it because the individual is passed.
No. Oh well.
I think Damian's returning into the tower and sitting down at one of the tables.
Okay. And I think that is where we will take our break. So, we'll be back in just a moment and resolve what happens here. So, don't go anywhere. We'll be back momentarily.
Yeah,
Bye.
Yes, I'll be right back as well.
Yes, likewise.
and I'm back.
Hey.
Hi. Man, wow. As soon as you touched the blade to the blood, I was like, I know exactly what you're doing. It's so cool.
Well, we'll see
about
what
the reason-
the little bit has done. To
I'm
the...
curious, yeah, because how long was it there for? Like, any idea kind of how much you got? Or like,
I mean, I couldn't say.
it felt like you were there for a little bit, but maybe it's just because we were all debating. Like,
Debating, yeah. But I think
Yeah.
ultimately with Harlan's hard no, I didn't want to go against a player.
That's fair. I can understand that.
At the end of
I
the
think
day, a
also
choice.
it's-
The end of the day, a choice is a
Yeah,
choice.
it's a choice that you can.
It's if it was a
you know.
hard no as in a barrier to cross, then understandable.
That's a different
and
story.
That would have been a different story. But I think it was more of a like, morally speaking.
If it's a character difference, like in terms of character difference in opinion, it's completely okay to go against the grain to fulfill what you feel like your character would want to do. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, you're not being a bad player by going, actually, I feel like my character would do this because they have this goal, or, you know, there's this thing that's happening, whatever. But like you say, you know, it's either choice would have been absolutely fine. But I respect why you made the choice you did.
That's entirely fair. At the end of the day, there's no right or wrong choices here. If it was like a, yeah, this is going to be a problem going forward sort of thing, then yeah, I wouldn't have given the option.
That would have been established in that moment if
Yeah.
there was an issue. Like
Mhm.
it would have been tackled then and there. So you're all good.
And if that were the case, then it wouldn't have been made. It wasn't made clear to that point.
Oh, Chris, we were just wondering, like roughly, like how much blood did she manage to get? Because I'm just in terms of from a time perspective, I don't know if the time we were debating is included in how much Kirv was able to get,
The time,
or if like
the time that you were debating
like
to a
how
certain
much
extent
roughly?
was, you got
okay, cool.
some. I will say the nature of the blood that you have collected is some at most. It's one of those things that it's hard to gauge how much blood you had when it's being drunk by an inanimate object.
Mhm.
I'll say for the purposes of this that we will discuss what kind of effect you'll be looking to get as a possible side grade for your scythe, and then we'll discuss what other conditions you may need to meet in order to get it.
Understood. I look forward to that
Awesome.
conversation.
That's right.
You got an idea in mind then?
Nope. But I will.
What's that?
It's
Nice.
one of
We'll
those.
get out.
It's one of those things that
Brainstorm.
it can take as much time as you might need. If you want to have some like a long period of time to think it over, then by all means. If you have an idea in mind, then shoot it my way and I'll give it a look.
What have you done?
Oh,
Does
no,
a
it's...
dragon scale count as like a necessary artifact that could be used in my circumstance, Chris, or would that not? meet the
Probably not in your
requirements?
circumstance for it being an artifact,
Okay, I
but
see.
it could be a potential way to provide power. So it could be a, again, side grade situation.
Sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
side
that's
grade
what I
situation
meant.
would be
And
possible. But we'll get to those rolls
while-
in a minute. Actually, I'll say while you're here,
Oh, okay, cool.
go ahead and roll me an investigation check for the dragon scales. We'll say as part of the distraction, you were like, I think I found something as part of that.
I have a -2 to this.
That's quite alright. And then we'll have... I'll say you can use survival instead if you want, because this is technically carving up a creature.
Ooh. I would absolutely love to use survival. That makes that a 21.
Okay. I will say, yeah, going through the dragon, although it doesn't have much flesh left, given it's a mostly skeletal dragon, there are sections of it where there are pulled flesh, and you manage to find at most maybe 5 intact scales, which for an adult dragon is a fair amount. It's not going to get you a lot if you were to sell it, but as it stands,
No,
it's
that's-
still a potential source of power, or possibly could be crafted into a small object.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah, think they're
I'll
about the size of
see-
of like a coaster size. So they're not exactly like tiny, but they're not massive.
That's kind of the size I was thinking. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to try to. I'm going to see if I can feed it to my weapon, see if it does do anything, or if not, maybe we can make it into like some kind of rune. Maybe we can see if we can get like a rune etched into it and use whatever left undead dormant power was in there to basically power it or something and do some maybe cool effect. But I guess we'll see.
Possibly. Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
workshop some stuff and see what happens. Okay.
Sure, man.
Are we missing anyone?
I am back now.
You are back?
I'm back.
Vinny, Romulus?
I'm back.
Cool. So just waiting for Vinny. And Kirv, are you still here?
Yeah.
Okay. So
there
during that
any-
whole thing, I did overlook some of the things that other people might have wanted to do. So,
Okay.
Go ahead, Damian. We were going to say something.
No, it's unimportant at the moment.
You sure?
Yep.
Are you going to mention it later?
Yep.
Good. So Romulus, you were otherwise searching the body of the Skeletal General.
Yes, indeedy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Well, that's 13, I believe.
13. As you otherwise kind of begin to search the Undead General for anything that they might have on their persons, you kind of take pieces of the armor and you note that it begins to almost crumble to ash in your hand as if made from frosting. It's strange. You begin to go through and try and get whatever gear you can, their weapon, their armor, any clothing, anything on them, and it all just crumbles away. It seems that whatever magic they may have had on them, if once the attunement ends, the armor seems to break and shatter. Same with the weapon.
Okay, any of their body left? Bits of their bones and stuff?
There are bits of bones, but they don't. But given that they were shattered, they are otherwise scattered over large portions of this. As are most of the skeletons. Whenever they did like the reanimating of skeletons, they were often the bones were pulling in from all over the place to create the undead.
That's all right. I don't suppose there's a thigh bone or a femur.
I'll say with that roll, I'll say you can find a rib. Probably not a thigh bone or femur, but a rib would be what you find.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that. It's part of a
Yeah.
undead creature. It might have some use.
Yeah, I'll say
Remember that I
there are
did-
plenty of femurs and thigh bones around here. You just don't know if they
Yes,
come
but
from
I
the
want it to
skeletal
be
commander.
specifically from this dude.
Yeah, then I'll say it will be a
So
rib.
just remember, I put a crest hammer directly straight through it like an anvil.
Yeah, that's fine. You broke the rib cage in
Probably
half,
most
and
of
so
it's
it was in
crushed.
2 bits to either side.
Okay.
It's like splitting
That's easy.
It's like splitting an avocado open. You smash straight down the middle, and then
Like
you got
with-
2 halves.
But with a hammer.
Was it just
with a
one rib or a number of them?
I'll say because there was radiant damage and other explosive stuff involved, it's 1 rib. But you do note that the rib itself does seem to be carved. All of the bones around here are carved. So-
Any particular design that I might recognize?
I don't believe you can read any form of undercommon or arcane writing, so you would not be able to.
I can read runes. That's technically an arcane writing.
Technically, I'll say go ahead and roll me an Arcana check. DC for this is 20.
So I need to roll a 19 or 20.
Yeah.
It's worth a try. It's worth a try.
Go for it, man.
No, unfortunately not. As you try to get a general understanding on what this is, it eludes you, unfortunately.
There is good news though, Romulus. You have now acquired a spare rib because it doesn't need any longer.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Well, the way I'm seeing it, this is definitely necrotic as far as
you're aware, yeah.
resources go.
Yeah.
Can probably do something with it.
Yeah.
What happened to their weapons again?
They crumbled.
Okay.
After their attunement ends and after the general died, all of their weapons
just
and
like
armor
with the armor
crumbled.
as well.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The thing that I was gonna ask was, can you remind me what the books were that were up here in the second story of the tower?
The books are otherwise documentations and observations for the local area.
Okay. Well,
you
Damian,
didn't get like a proper good read through, given that there
I
wasn't
don't think
really.
I won't, because I've never been up there.
No. So from what it was generally noted, that they were observations and documentations and experimental journals. So things like, oh, we worked on this new alchemical potion the other day using these ingredients, and it produced this effect. This is trial number, 57 or something. And
Okay.
they're that sort of thing. They're research, observation journals, nothing that would be particularly of interest, and would take quite a few weeks or months to read through all of them, by which point I'm going to say your intelligence probably has increased as much as it's decreased. So...
Chris, what was the name? I have a question regarding a name of one of the NPCs. It was introduced in Zaker's Crossing, I believe.
oh boy!
I think it was the Doctor, the Doctor dude with the crazy arms.
Oh, the Taskmaster.
What's his name?
Master Taskmaster.
That's the one. I want to. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Question for later.
Cool. That's fine. So, with everyone back, Vinny, you otherwise return with the. Yeah, I believe Vinny's back now.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. So, Vinny, as you otherwise return with the diamond, Kirv, you do not manage to sap any more of the blood, but you're otherwise standing there, kind of almost keeping guard, making sure Vinny comes back. Damian, you've wandered off inside. The Icebringer, after burying the body after several minutes, otherwise does return and wanders inside solemnly. As she goes by, she kind of puts a hand up of like she doesn't want to be talked to. Wanders inside. I'll say, Damian, you note that she goes downstairs to the cellar and beyond. With that, Cat, you are currently running. The pace of everything, the strain of it on your mind as you otherwise run through the forest in this moment, away from the tower, away from your party at high speed. Cinder otherwise begins to coast past and down and begins to wind through the trees. Small singe marks being left on the wood behind, but there's little care for any of that. Jeff, otherwise attempting to keep up, flying and jumping between trees and gliding down towards you as you're otherwise sprinting away at a faster pace than Romulus and Mortar can keep up with, although leaving obvious tracks for them to follow. What do you do?
I'm not going too far. As soon as I'm clear and knows that, it's like... Okay. Oh god. What do I do? I could have saved him. I'm gonna look down at Cychania. Is this thing getting free? Am I losing it?
Cychania looks back at you almost, not necessarily confused by the question, but unable to answer.
Maybe I should have just tried. Not with his power, but still tried. I'll run away and he's dead now. She's just gonna kind of look up at the sky and just contemplate. Man. How long is she safe to travel with everyone for? Is this really becoming a problem? And she's just gonna wait there.
Okay.
Just let the snow touch her face and...
With the cold wind blowing through, Romulus and Mortar keeping up general pace with one another, you travel past, or you travel up, and you can see the cat is otherwise there, kind of slumped onto the ground. Very... not necessarily
Distracted.
cold to the rest of you, but not paying you any mind.
What is her arm doing?
Her arm seems to be, for the most part, relaxed. Doesn't seem to be reacting, causing any issue. You note that it's there as normal.
Mortar will let Romulus go on ahead. And he's gonna just follow, but halving his speed so Romulus gets there first.
Okay.
I think she needs her dad right now.
What happened there, cat?
I think we left it scarily too late. It was close. I wasn't too sure if I could bring it back or not. And then the creature said it'd help. At that point, I didn't know whether to cast the spell, not cast the spell. If I did, would it take effect? Would it have brought the person back? Would it have just devoured their soul? And then that's someone that would have, instead of just passing on, would have lived within.
I told everyone we needed to hurry.
I know. I also stumbled. I looked at the diamond. I knew I had it, but I'm scared. It's the last one I've got. If something happens to my friends, this is... realistically, there's someone I don't know. We still got to get back and get a replacement. I don't want to be caught without a replacement and one of you lot get hurt. So I hesitated.
Cat,
To...
that was a person's life. I don't ever want you to put my life ahead of someone else who you can save. I may care more about others, but if we're in a situation where we can save people, I am the kind of person that would want to save them.
Even at the cost of your own daughter?
It just cat clinches her
I'm
fist.
going to backhand Mortar.
You take it?
Fair enough. I will.
Okay.
That was not what I said, and I will thank you to keep your mouth shut when you're not.
I think how strong is Romulus? I know he's very strong.
I am 20 strength. Like, I'm not. I think this is. Romulus is at a breaking point here. Because
Mortar
he's just seen.
I think Mortar definitely staggers. Like, you are strong as hell, and Mortar is not as strong. He staggers back and slides and falls to one knee. But he says, the creature tries to break Cat as well. I was the one who told her not to go along with it. She did nothing wrong. I chose her life over this guy. If it meant that one of my friends was going to fall into servitude to an entity I know very little about, and I've sensed the depths of its power. I've challenged it multiple times, and I didn't want to take that chance. I did nothing wrong.
I don't believe the cat did anything wrong, but I do not want to be the reason why she chooses not to save a life. And
You weren't.
she
It
said it
wasn't about
herself. She said it herself. The hesitation came first from wanting to hang on to something that might save us in future. I cannot.
Is it wrong to care about other people more than others? If you were in her position, would you do the same?
If you had to choose between two people there and then, no. But when it's a choice between a life in front of you and a potential life down the line, you do not forsake part of the tribe for the one. That is not how...
It's not how you exist.
I think you can see that Romulus is... This is someone who, for a very long time, lived a very specific kind of life and has now been
100%, yeah.
thrown into it. I'm trying to do that justice, but at the same time, apologies for like...
You're doing a great job. Don't worry about it. Mortar comes from a very different life, so it's very much two conflicting ideals.
Yeah.
Mortar will approach. Like he's staggered. Like he's shook. Like that hit definitely shook him. Like his knees definitely trembling slightly from that hit. He is going to approach. He's going to sit next to Romulus opposite Cat and say, "I'm sorry you were put in that position where you had to choose a life. I think what you did was right, and that's my opinion. That's how I was raised. That's how I had to be raised. I see the toll that this thing is taking on you, and we're all at a breaking point, but we can all be there to shoulder each other's burdens." And Mortar is going to pull out his gun and put it in the snow, but not touching Cat, but just in front, and just say, "A burden halved is a burden shared." I can try to help you bear this burden. I've sensed the depths of its power. It's overwhelming for one person alone. Even if it's a fraction, I want to help you bear that power.
Every interaction with this curse, there have been two things I've noticed. One, it seeks your permission. This means it is not all-powerful. It cannot take control without a way in. You are still in control, Cat. The times when it has taken over you have been when you are at your weakest, at your most upset. Every other time, it has to beguile you, tempt you into using it. Am I wrong?
Cat's... Actually, that's just gonna work. Well, the cat thinks back to all the other times that she's lost control. And there's a couple of them that are kind of hazy. They're weird. Doesn't seem right. It's kind of like a fuzz about them. As I am going to roll against the modify memory.
Wait, shit! Wait. There are modified memories in here. Wait,
Yeah.
some of this stuff I wasn't supposed to know.
No. This is something that happened underneath the Zakas when we found Leo. This happened. Yeah.
Cat doesn't remember the two people she's killed.
This is stuff that you remember. This is stuff that you remember, and that there was this oddity, but it hasn't been brought up since because the rest of the party have not really wanted to bring it up. So, Cat, go ahead and roll.
Oh no, this could end poorly.
No. It's wisdom, isn't it? Or
Yep.
is it charisma?
double check,
My
but I believe it's
wisdom
wisdom.
is a 2, so that is 10.
No. There's some fuzzy memories there, but they can't be important right now.
I do not believe that you are losing control, except in that your fear of it is controlling you and perhaps giving you more power, giving it more power over you.
It's an easy statement to say when you're not confronted with it.
If I could take the burden on myself, you know I would.
Could you?
If I can, absolutely. If there's a way for you to pass it on to me, I would do so in a heartbeat.
It's sort of like Cat's clenching her fist, just getting somewhat irked right now. It's like, look, that was a horrible ordeal, I will admit. Look at Romulus. I'm sorry. I understand, and I love you. Perhaps I'm being selfish, but I'm putting my family before I put someone that I don't know first. And secondly, I'm not sharing this with anyone. We've seen what happened when anything of this gets out. That was it Noctarch? I'm trying to go off the top of my head now. It's been a while.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Noctarch got a fraction of its ability. I'm working. We're doing our best. We know the path forward to try and resolve this issue. It's underneath Zakers. We have a clear plan. I've just got to keep it together until I can get there. I panicked because it spoke to me and it said it can help. I didn't know how much control it had at that specific time, and I didn't want to risk that person's soul. This wasn't a choice of, do I take that risk, do I not? I was willing to spend the gem, the diamond, and then wait until we got back. Yes, I was nervous. I did have to think about it, but I was willing to do it in the end. The fact of the matter was, I couldn't bear the risk of that person's soul. He just tried to help us. I don't know what this creature does to people's souls. If he's going to live an entire future of suffering in this creature's custody, I don't want to be part of that. I'd rather him move on peacefully, knowing he's done right. He's helped people. I could put my hand on Romulus. I love you. But I will never put anyone before my family. I'm sorry.
The way I
Mortar.
was raised and the way... Oh, sorry.
Mortar, you're the first to hear this. I'm gonna type to you what you hear. You decide what you want to do with this message. So carry on, please, Romulus.
The way I was raised, I know, is different than a vast majority of, well, how you would have been raised, how Mortar would have been raised. In a harsh environment, much like this, cold, filled with snow and you have to stick together. You have to put everyone else, no, not everyone else, everyone, including yourself, first, before just an individual. If the choice had been between bringing one of our party back and someone else back, I could understand it, but the hesitation on a potential doesn't make sense to me, but I understand that that is how it was for you. There are a lot of things I don't understand and can't understand.
I think it was just, it didn't help that it was so fresh. I mean, exactly that day, literally a couple of hours beforehand, you had died. That's 2 deaths in the space of a couple of hours. We're still out in the wild at the moment. There's no telling what we're going to come across on the way through. There's that citadel that's south or north? Oh, bugger me, I don't know what the book is in. There's that citadel that's nearby. If there's someone that's powerful in there that's realised one of his generals has been killed and sends reinforcements, or to find out what's going on, we could be caught on a back foot again before we even get back to where we're going.
We could. It's true.
I had literally a split second to break down the entire situation. I was trying to analyse all of the information I had. I still went with trying to save him because at the end of the day, he is alive and someone cared about him. He deserves to live. But I'm not going to risk people's souls. If this creature is going to make an attempt to try and claim something of someone who's innocent, I am going to do my hardest to stop it, even if it means letting the soul move on.
I understand that, but I don't... Everything you've said about this curse is that unless you are compromised in some way, it would struggle to interfere. I do not think it could have taken the soul without you agreeing to it. I do not think... I could be wrong. But the fact it keeps asking for your permission.
You have got a good point, and it's not something I thought of. Time he does ask for permission, but then no one knows the extent of this creature's power. I mean, up until a couple of weeks ago, this thing never spoke to me. Now it's talking to me all the time.
You see at that, Mortar's head tilts as if he's heard something. And he looks directly at the arm and goes, "What?"
The arm was the beast, for reference. So if you go ahead and roll me the charisma check, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
What?
So check. The arm destroys Mortar. Oh, damn.
That's a natural 20!
Natural
Let's
20.
go!
So, as Mortar kind of tilts
And
his head to
Mortar.
one side, I'll say that Cat, you otherwise look up and see Mortar kind of tilt his head to one side, almost quizzically. But with his goggles on, you cannot see his eye colour underneath. As Mortar, you kind of shake your head and act like nothing happened. And we'll go through what
right?
exactly happened afterwards. I'll say that with the natural 20, nobody notices this.
Nobody knows.
Damn.
Either way, we've made our choices. What's happened has happened. We'll move on from it. The main thing is none of our pack, looking at Romulus using the word pack, was hurt. Like it or not, that's our priority. We can't save everyone, but if we can save those closest to us, that's what's important, at least to me. Perhaps you need to prioritize who is important to you as well.
Mortar, think very carefully about what you say.
I do not take back what I said.
As I said before, this was... In terms of prioritizing, I prioritize someone who is dead and gone now. Because we couldn't save them. That I value a life that could be saved here and now more than I value a potential. I know it's scary, and I do not blame you for your hesitation, Cat, but going forward, I will always value the life in front of me rather than the potential for my own suffering.
There was no life. He was dead.
And he could have been saved, and now he can't. It is not.
One day, you're going to figure out what is truly important. You're going to have to choose. One of us is going to be laying there dead, and I can guarantee that you will choose us over a bystander who is dead nearby.
What? Okay.
I can guarantee it.
Mortar, as I have said, if the choice is between you and a bystander, dead, and I can only save one, yes, I will save you. But if the choice is between someone who is dead, who can be brought back, and a theoretical future where we might need to bring someone back, but we don't know that we will, well, I'd take the sure bet rather than the potential one. If you can't understand that, then I worry about your own priorities.
Mortar's eyes narrow slightly at Romulus.
Unfortunately, I can't see them behind the goggles.
That's fine, exactly. And
Oh, no.
exactly, yeah, that is probably what saves Mortar from getting another backhand. And he looks at Cat, and I'm gonna. How does Cat look? Does she look like she's riled up, or does she look like she's okay?
She's frustrated and definitely looks like she wants to let off some steam. There's a conflict.
You can see that nearby there is one tree that is almost ready to catch, as you have been sat in the forest for a while with Cinder kind of trying to bury herself in the snow, as to try and not catch fire to the trees nearby, but one of them is beginning to catch.
Mortar will look at Cat, just place an arm on her shoulder, and pull down his mask and just give her a smile. You're going to be okay. And
Screams
he's going to
violently.
stand.
I was half tempted to ask to make a wisdom saving throw just for the hell of it, but no, that's better.
He'll stand up, give one look at Romulus, shrug, and walk away. Just leave daughter and father to,
You pick up Black
sort
Scorpion.
things out. I do. Yes.
Okay. You pick up Black Scorpion, you kind of give it a spin, you mull over what you know, what you've picked up on, wander away. Not necessarily in frustration, but in contemplation.
No. Yeah, I'm definitely diving into what I have either learned or seen, whatever that is.
Yeah. Okay. Cat and Romulus, you're left alone for the moment, but we'll return now to Damian and Kirv and Vinny if there's anything they would like to do. I'll say, Damian, if you're still waiting in there, you watch as eventually one of the scholars comes up.
Okay.
Kind of looks to you. I guess you're in charge for the time being. Just gives a kind of a smile.
Okay, get a smile back and a nod.
We've been told the Rhyme Warden is dead, and well, Karnia's not going to be in a state to lead or anything, so time being, are you okay to keep this place safe until reinforcements arrive? They should be 2 days at most.
I can ask my companions, but I mean, you need to rest up at least a day, so I can't see the harm in us doing so.
That should be alright. They'll be here soon. Yeah. Kind of gives a nod. Thank you. For everything.
Right, so you have my word that I will protect this place.
Thank you. Neat.
Damian's still going with the, well, apparently Knights of the Moon are important here. I guess I better keep up to the duty.
Yeah.
You're like, I wonder why. What's going on?
The scholar otherwise nods and thanks you. You watch as another one kind of climbs out of the from the tunnel. What looks to be an Orcan individual kind of climbs up the steps and goes to whatever may be upstairs. The individual who just spoke to you seemed to be a Ishlin individual, much like the Icebringer.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I think what Damian would be doing in this time, when there's nobody else around, because seemingly nobody else is around, is he'll be basically holding his sliver of peridot and sort of focusing on it again.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What were you doing, Kirv?
Can Kirv check her compass?
Yes. It is currently pointing west.
West. Okay. So not here, I imagine.
No, so reference, it's pointing back towards Ovokgro
Mm-hmm.
in that general direction. Maybe a little bit like northwest-west.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe your goose is being served at the left rib.
Oh, don't say that.
Great idea! Thanks!
No! My story!
Who said it isn't part of your story? Hmm?
Oh, I've been in so much trouble.
If it's been eaten, man, that's rough.
Yeah.
Literally, your story took a shit.
Oh, I just bring the remains, the shit to Lord of Crows. Like, this is all that's left.
Bring the shit to Lord of Crows. I think I read that in Lord of the Rings somewhere.
Oh god.
Oh my word.
Am I still up here with Vinny? Or did Vinny move?
I assume I've gotten back at this time, right?
Yeah, I'll say you've both gone inside where it's warmer, so you're not worrying about freezing to death.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Right, I got the gem back. Bloody thieves.
Is it
Honestly,
gem?
some people have no respect.
Damian, holding his piece of peridot, looks at Vinny and says, "Is it a gem?"
I'll hold up the diamond.
Do you? Whose is it? Oh, was that Cat's?
That was Cat's.
Do you mind if I hold it until Cat gets back and see if I can attune anything with my lithomancy?
Is that what it is, or you just don't trust me to hold on to it?
He just eats it.
I mean, I'll hold on to it.
No, Vinny, that's
That's an awkward one because I don't trust you. Either way,
Vinny.
help yourself.
Vinny, I've been with you for a while. You know I trust you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you guys were a thing.
Damian raises an
Yeah,
eyebrow and just sort of
Yeah, I should
smiles at Vinny.
Ah, the sexy boys.
The
bringing
sexy boy.
sexy
We knew it was gonna happen.
So
This is the
sweet
moment
makes
we've
my
all been
teeth hurt.
waiting for.
She's not phrase
what,
coming
okay?
from someone from hell, because nothing tastes sweet down there.
I said it tastes so sweet. You guys are so sweet. It makes my teeth hurt. As Kirv kind of just looks over her scythe.
Look, if you want in on it, all you have to do is ask.
God. Oh, Cat, Mortar, and Romulus return, and it's just.
I'll say in this moment as this is happening.
Wait, can I
a
say
head
one thing?
Okay, go for it.
Sorry. I was just gonna say, I've already got someone in mind, but thanks for the offer.
Now that raised eyebrow and smile goes in a different direction.
Mhm.
It's more quizzical one, like, what? Huh, interesting.
Sorry, go on, Chris.
No, that's fine. you watch as a head otherwise pokes out from the tunnel and goes, "Should I leave you all to it for now?" And you see a smile from what looks to be a white tiefling individual kind of giving a very comical smile to the three of you as this conversation is happening.
Damian looks around at all three of them, realizes he's outnumbered by very horny tieflings, and gets up from his chair and starts going over to sit on one of the beds and pretends that nothing's happening. Holding a diamond. He's like, "Oh, I see. I don't think I'm compatible in this particular instance. I'll leave you three to it instead."
Oh my word. Okay.
You know, a show of like mock disappointment. Vinny was like, well, now that you've scared him off, I suppose we can talk. No, you're fine. What's happened? Is she going to be okay?
No, she'll be fine. She'll need time to mourn, but it'll be okay. He otherwise kind of gives almost a hesitant smile before kind of stepping out. I have things that I'll need to collect unless you need me for anything else. Am I okay to carry on?
It's fine by me.
Yeah.
You hear a voice from the bed from Damian saying, "Just don't get yourself killed while you're doing it. I'm in charge now, and I don't want another death on my hands."
The individual kind of nods. There's a little bit of like a oof, dark joke from him, and then carries on.
You put him in charge?
You watch as another head kind of pokes out, kind of pushing the white tiefling up and kind of out of the corridor. Well, that was more my doing, but yes. And otherwise, climbing out, you see what looks to be a human individual wearing what looks to be white and black robes, that of an abbot.
Ah.
That was more my doing. I'm the head researcher here at the tower, courtesy of the Order of Abbots, looking round at you, Damian. And I know that a Knight of Paloon being sent here is trustworthy. Hopefully. One hasn't been sent here in a number of years, but, you know, I was left to my research to carry on as I need to.
Okay. So you don't mind us sticking around for a couple of days then?
No, not at all. If anything, we'll need the support if Kanya's not going to be in a fighting shape. We're going to need someone to defend us. Otherwise, this place may just get taken over again. The defenders should hopefully arrive sooner rather than later. They'll assume that the general will be holding this place for some time, and it'll take some time for their forces to get down here, so we've got time.
Okay. Much as I don't want to be waiting here forever, we're in no fit state to travel at the moment.
No, that's entirely fair.
And
Take the beds and supplies that you'll need. We've got some supplies downstairs for food and water and such. And if you need medical supplies, healer's kits or anything like that, we have a few of those around as well.
Okay then. Well, having just killed a dragon to help secure this place, I don't want to walk away and leave the job half done.
No, that is entirely fair. Speaking of which, do you mind... Would one of you be alright escorting me outside, just so I can collect the bones from the dragon?
I look at the other two, and out of character, how are you guys looking in health-wise?
Can someone save me some dragon bones?
You're not there.
I know.
You're not there.
They know me well. They know me well enough.
You're not there. You're consoling cat.
Yes, having not had time for a short rest yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm probably still the healthiest of everybody.
And you're in charge.
Yeah, I guess I'm the one. Well, yeah, the abbot that I'd be accompanying, so of course.
Yeah, Vinny is like covered in blood, and it's like, "You sure? I can take care of it."
His legs are like trembling underneath him. He's just there like, "I'm good. I'm really
You guys You guys rest and recuperate here for a little bit. Yep. It looks like you both need a breather, and
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, you do catch some rest, and yeah. If I remember correctly, there was a healing potion left on the table upstairs from when we left. If it's still there, might be worth giving that a drink if you need it. Yeah,
it's like a parent basically sending 2 kids up to their bed.
Yeah. Then the abbot otherwise pulls on what looks to be heavy winter clothing and heads outside. I'll say the two of you immediately hear a, "Ooh, so that's what we heard," as they look at the gatehouse.
And there I am, and I just say, "Yeah, that was the female centaur who did that."
Well, I mean not to get on her bad side. And they head up and they begin to collect dragon bones.
Right, I'm up. Yeah.
Yep, and they'll be nearby.
Have you got the tile for Vincent still lying around?
Probably not.
Oh, okay, don't worry.
What was he? He was an old Eastland, wasn't he? I don't.
He was
remember.
a human.
Was he human? I don't remember. I don't have
Yeah.
I don't.
Anyway.
I mean, I have generic human. Generic human 1.
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll do.
Yeah, that'll do.
Alright. So, he otherwise goes about collecting the dragon bones. I get to roll this with advantage because of his abbot nature.
Can I help?
You can make your own survival check.
Have a look. Oh, survival check. Yeah, sure.
He gets advantage naturally due to the, is it rings or nails that he gets?
It's going to be really hilarious when they put me in charge and then I just go over a simple basic task like
nails.
collect some dragon bones and then fall off the edge and break my neck.
Oh, wow, he rolled really well. Okay.
Ooh, so did I.
What'd you get?
I got a 19.
You got a 28.
Oh,
Wow, nice. I think we found some dragon bones.
Natural 18 plus 12. Or plus 10, sorry. He has expertise in this due to the nature of the nails that he has, so...
Nice.
This helps. Yeah. For a general note, he has copper, dark steel, mithril, and Xandrox as his nails.
Okay.
Xandrox is a very rare one, by the way.
Yeah, that sounds it. What does it do?
It is conjurational binding, also known as what these elemental crystals are, is his specialty.
Ah, makes sense.
Along with mastery of curses, anatomy, and lore and history.
That's nice.
Wow. Yeah, well, while we're searching, I'm going to ask the abbot's name.
Oh, my apologies. I am Abbot Kudro.
Spell that, please.
Kudro. Sorry. Kudro.
Why does everybody here have a name beginning with K?
Not everyone. Kalios was with C. Ivir, Dorthry, and Gleiss are the 3 other researchers. Or Ivir, sorry. They otherwise collect up the dragon bones. I'll say the shouts of Romulus as you're otherwise running back and seeing all these dragon bones being collected. What bone would you like, Romulus?
Little toe.
If I can get a tooth or a claw, I'm pretty happy.
I'll say he'll give you
if it comes
2
down to
large canines.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he rolled a 28. He's getting all of that. He gives you 2 large canines, and you note that he's otherwise collected up all the bones, kind of begun putting them into a bag. Notably, the bag is taking a lot of these bones, and they're just disappearing.
Did we ever work out what kind of dragon it was?
White dragon.
Cool.
The best dragon.
It was an adult white dragon. But yes. So, he collects up the bones, otherwise placing them in what looks to be a bag of holding. And proceeds to kind of thank you, Damian, and heads back inside as the rest of you otherwise return. Obviously, Mortar, you see this and you head past, I assume, or is there anything you want to do?
I'm going to stay up there for a moment as I watch them come in.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I'll definitely head by and kind of see what's going on.
Okay.
So just kind of generally checking with people, really, I guess.
Okay.
Everyone doing okay?
We killed a
Where are you?
dragon.
Oh, sorry. I'm just kind of generally just walking through from the forest. Anybody who sees him definitely sees Mortar rubbing the side of his jaw.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I
Yeah,
obviously assumed the worst. I assumed that you like made a move on someone or something.
Assume the worst. Maybe
yeah,
move
the
on
trees
someone.
really, the trees really got me going, you know.
You didn't try to have mice and men someone, so.
No, that's not what I do. Yeah, I think Mortar just he seems very in his own head. He's just going to head to a quiet area, preferably up high somewhere, so he can keep a lookout for anything that if anything is trying to sneak up on us. But he really just needs a place to sit down and contemplate what's going through his mind. Because I don't think he can understand.
One of the beds?
Do you say you were staying up high?
Sure, man. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Actually, let's go to one of the beds. I think Mortar is on 5 hit points at the moment, so he's really hurt.
Downstairs
So I think
beds
he's
or
just going to go.
upstairs
I need to leave.
Something that's got a view. So it's gonna be upstairs.
Okay. You go upstairs, you can
let's
see
go
that there are the researchers who are otherwise cleaning the place up a little bit, 3 of them. As one of them otherwise looks over. What looks to be the Orcan individual. Can we help you with anything?
Yeah, I was just going to take a nap.
Oh, those would be the beds downstairs. These are the researchers' beds. Sorry.
Oh.
The soldiers and
So-
other militant folk sleep downstairs.
Behind the
right, I
barrier?
see.
Behind the barrier?
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
What,
I can't
further
enter the barrier,
upstairs?
So I shouldn't go upstairs.
Further upstairs is just
Oh,
to the
that's
roof.
upstairs.
Oh, gotcha. No, I thought you were right as well. Yeah. Mortar will kind of shrug. All right. I don't see your name on it though. And Mortar will head back downstairs.
I actually did carve it there. It's in the bedpost.
Oh shit! You know what? That is my.
Roll me
mistake.
a perception
I'm
check.
incredibly ignorant.
See if his name is carved on it.
It's in
Mortar just
Undercommon.
zooms in. It's in Undercommon. I understand that. Yeah, that's fine. I 20 freaking 6. No, 20.
20 frickin' 6.
20 freaking 6. All right, let me roll for his stealth. That's a 4.
Is he trying to carve it in?
Yeah, he kind of moves over and takes a charcoal pencil and begins to kind of write his name on the side of it.
Mortar nods approvingly and goes, "That's how you do it," and walks downstairs.
Okay.
He will just lay on the bed, just close his eyes, and like I said, try to process what the new information that's going to happen.
Okay.
What time of day is it currently, out of interest?
If I remember correctly, you were ambushed by the mist raids and teleported here over the course of, I think it was just past afternoon, getting into early evening, and then you stuck around for an hour or two. You stuck around for half an hour, and then you got attacked, and now you've just spent about 10 minutes with the stuff that you're doing. So I'd say it's probably getting late and getting very dark now. And with the situation as it stands, without a Rhyme Warden, and without the Icebringer as well, 2 of you are going to have to go on watch around the wall.
I'll do that.
Unless you want to take the risk of being on the inside.
I think Romulus will also go and watch it.
Yeah.
Romulus is in a headspace at the moment.
I will say, as a general note, you can all take a short rest prior to that, because that's only fair.
Yeah, I have to do that.
Fair enough. Yeah, I would love to. I don't have any more hit dice, so I'm on 5 hit points.
A short rest does nothing for me, but that's fine. I don't need to.
Well, if you need hit points,
back is just.
I lost like 20. I've still got 42 hit points.
I can
I'm fine as I am.
What I can also
you can heal as Kit.
is like Is this
Oh,
say
yes, yeah, lovely.
before a rest, so I can give everybody a charge of the healer's kit if they want it?
You can even do it
And
after as well for
I
those who
can-
desperately need
Yeah,
it.
I can.
I
Song
can
of
do the
Rest as
chef thing.
Chef thing only works, and Song of Rest only works for those who spend hit dice, and Mortar has none. So.
And I'm one of them.
I will be as well. If me and Romulus are going to be on watch, and we're going to be as one.
I'm also gonna. We've all got to take watch.
Everyone's got to
haven't we?
take watch, and we'll organise that in a moment. It's just a matter of making sure that everybody knows that I will also be asking for Constitution, because you are going to be outside in the cold at night to keep watch.
Okay.
Was it a D8 or just it was a D8, right?
D8 for Chef, and then it was a flat 6 from Vinny's, but you have to be spending a hit dice in order to benefit from this.
Oh, I'll
Yeah,
spend one. What do we get? We get half back on a long rest.
Of half your hit dice back on a long rest.
Yeah.
Half hit dice, yes.
Yeah, half your
I
life.
don't even know how many I started off with.
In that case, I'm not. I forgot that. I'm not going to spend any then. I will simply make do with what I got.
How do I know how many I've got usually?
What do you mean? It should be
Hit count.
Oh, yeah, hit count on your core page.
No, I know. No, how many would I normally have at max? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, your
I'm
level.
going to use some. Oh, okay. So I could use 2 more. And would people be interested in a charge of the healer's kit again? I've got 14 at the moment.
I will say there's nothing
so-
against it. You are being offered healer's supplies. So at the end of this long rest, you'll get back to 20, regardless of how many you use.
I'd say no. I mean, I'll use a hit die. Just
Okay.
I will
for
definitely
benefit.
take
If
the
the
like, if,
resources are
if
no
there's
object,
one.
I would very much like a healer's
Yes.
kit, please.
Okay.
And I don't need to do a rest for that. I can just get it.
Yeah, the healer's kit, you don't need to do a rest for
Yeah. it.
So I'll
Yeah.
say...
So hang on, who isn't then? That's the easier way. How many aren't? So Cat, you don't want one.
Do I need to? I don't need to roll a hit die for that.
No.
Okay. Are we still getting the bonuses for the rolling a hit die?
If you use a hit die,
If you use
I'll
a hit
make
die,
food,
you
but-
will. Otherwise, you can just rely on the healer's kit and don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm just gonna use a healer's kit because if
Right,
it's
okay,
gonna be
so that's
replaced.
Okay.
6 charges.
So-
Everybody's doing it.
Cats... So everybody's taking... Everybody's taking...
1d6 plus 12.
Well, you can use it twice on people who desperately need it. So...
Are we rolling that, or are you rolling that?
I'll say if everyone wants to roll for themselves, roll 1d6.
Yeah.
And what was it, plus 12 you said?
And it's plus 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 20. That's
Okay,
14
so
for me.
heal yourself according to the first d6 that you roll. If you need more health, roll a second one and add the 2 together as well. So,
I don't
Okay,
need
so
to.
that's 18 extra hit points. I should be okay.
if you've
Yeah.
got health missing, you can use a second one. Charges are no problem here.
I will
So
use
it's a second D6 or a second D6 plus 12?
A second d6 plus 12.
Holy shit.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I rolled 2 1s. This is hilarious.
Okay, so you got 26 healing still, which is good.
Yeah,
but-
which is still good. It's just depressing.
Oh, yeah, I only just got an extra 13 as well.
Okay.
An extra.
And make sure that I'll say, Damian, if you want to put your healer's kit charges up to 20, that should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, just because you're getting the free supplies for effectively helping them
Yeah,
in this
okay, cool.
instance.
I'll note
Make,
that
make
down.
sure everyone's got their +6 from the Song of Rest.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Plus 6.
Cool.
Okay.
So
Song of
everyone
Rest
will be healing.
requires
Sending
you to
hit
spend?
dice.
Is that,
If
does it
you
require you to? Or?
I believe so.
Okay, so if you spent hit dice, you get a +6 and a +d8 as well. If you aren't spending any hit dice, you do not gain those extras. For those of you who are taking short rests and aren't spending hit dice, you can obviously get your stuff back that you'd get on a short rest, like second wind, action
Or
surge.
spell-
Yeah, I'm
Cool.
gonna make use of my second wind.
Mhm.
That's chill
Do
with
we,
me.
do we recover spell points on a short rest? Like
No.
You do. You do because of the nature of your variant class. So underneath your current, there
it's
should be a.
+7 recovery.
Okay, so you get 7
Yeah.
back.
So,
Yeah, because
okay, that's
he's
really, really good.
he's playtesting my variant Warlock spell point system.
Yeah,
Or
I don't get any.
Emissary.
I've got six spell points left,
I'm on 14.
but I'm on full health, so I
Mhm.
still have.
I have no spell points left.
Before, just sorry.
Go.
Is there, before Mortar heads off, at any point can I do I'm gonna call it an insight check on him, just sort of see how he's doing after that. Romulus lost control, and that is not something Romulus is used to, and he feels bad about it.
Okay. I'll say roll me an insight check, and Mortar, you can roll your choice of persuasion or deception, or you can just set a DC. I don't particularly mind.
I don't actually know. I think more. Okay, I'll roll.
Do
Okay,
you think
I'll
Mortar
roll
will be showing his emotions on his sleeve right now?
No, he's too much in his own head at the minute. He's
focused on other things.
What happened? Yeah, what happened is more of a back thought. Like, it's on the back burner. Like, he'll come to it later, but right now he's trying to process other
Okay,
things.
so I will say roll me a deception check with disadvantage, because it's
Okay.
going to be you're just focused on other things, and this will be Romulus trying to read this specific emotion.
13 was my score, so you're probably going to be pretty good at this.
No, you beat it.
That was 12.
I got an 8.
You got it?
Oh,
On deception?
I got an 8.
Oh, that's right. Your survival.
Yeah,
Good
dude.
job. Yeah.
I got a +6.
Yeah. So I'll say you pick up
8.
that Mortar isn't he's affected by it, but right now that's not his priority, which doesn't necessarily make you concerned, but it means that he's got something else on his mind, which you don't know what goes on in there. It's all weird mumbo jumbo stuff as far as you know, but
I think probably the thing you would take away from that, because I'll reward that a little bit more because you did beat my deception. Mortar stands by what he said. He does not feel that he has said anything wrong, or that he is in the wrong for, or he or Cat would be in the wrong for choosing anything that they choose to do. But he's also not blaming you for where you're at. He has come to terms with the fact that you have a very, very tight relationship with Cat, which goes beyond a party relationship, into the realm of family. And he understands why you did what you did. Basically, is what I would say. If Romulus is close by, Mortar will kind of catch that you do notice him, unless you want to make it like a stealthy thing.
No, Romulus is not a stealthy creature.
That's
what
fair.
do you mean?
Mortar is going to walk up to you, and after much deliberation from Dan's part, he reaches into his pocket and is going to take out the white dragon scale which he found, and is going to hand it to Romulus. And on it, there is a very delicately inscribed rune to the best of his ability. He is not proficient with any kind of kit that would make it a work of art by any means. But there is a rune, a very, very, very basic kind of crafted like language, runic language, which you would be able to read, which says world's best dad.
Oh,
and
no.
he's just gonna kind of thump you in the chest and say no hard feelings, but just so you know, if you hit me again, I will hit you back. It won't be nearly as hard, but I'll do it. And he'll walk back over to his bed and pray Romulus doesn't actually take it seriously.
I think I'll just call out fairly softly. Fair enough. I am sorry for reacting so poorly. Sleep
Yeah,
well.
Mortar does not respond, but not in a I'm ignoring.
Yeah, Romulus just says sleep well and goes on watch. Okay. Romulus needs some time.
Here's what we'll say we'll do. So who would like to take first watch?
I need to go with somebody who is dark vision. I'm useless otherwise.
Okay, you can
Romulus.
go with
Oh no, I
Romulus.
could be holding my lantern, to be fair.
Romulus has dark vision and is a-okay with going as soon as possible because, again, needs some time to himself to do some thinking.
Okay, so Damian and Romulus
If
on
we
the
are
first
doing
one.
if we are doing
happy to go
watches,
Okay.
then I will definitely
in
take
charge.
part. I'll go on last watch. I want to
Okay.
see the sunrise.
Did you want to
Yeah, can I do the same? Can I go with Mortar?
go? Okay. And Damian,
Okay,
did you want
buddy.
to go first watch or
I'd like to go second if possible.
second watch? Okay. And Vinny or Kirv, do you have a preference on who you would like to be with?
No preference.
Vinny?
Yeah, no preference here, but I'm happy to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy to take
Vinny and
first or second.
Damian, Kirv and Romulus. Okay. Here's what I'll say. For the sake of brevity here, I will have everybody roll their perception checks now ahead of time. Obviously, Damian, you make it with disadvantage, and Mortar, you make it with advantage because of your varying effects. And
Oh boy.
if anyone gets a natural one, let me know. I will trigger something to happen. If not, we'll ignore it and move on.
14.
And then we'll do another roll for day 2, and we'll get to RP if anybody wants to do it. Nope. Alright, round 2. Day 2 of you being here. As you, there are no watches, nothing to worry about. You go to sleep, you wander around the next day, you find your maul, Romulus,
Yay!
you otherwise wander around, clear up the bones, clear up some of the rubble, doing natural work around the area and helping out. And then you go on watch for the second day before the reinforcements arrive in the morning. So go ahead and everybody give me another perception check. And we'll say that if there's any RP people would like to do, we can do that at the beginning of next session.
You got a hit die back, right?
Yes, you'll get your
A long rest.
you'll get 4 hit die back and a long rest, but
Yeah.
we'll just
Double
see if
check.
anything. That's fine. Well, technically you'll get 8 with this if provided no natural ones
Yeah,
are
I'm
rolled.
back up to my
Nice.
normal.
Okay, and Kirv and Romulus, if you'd be right, give me the last ones that
Oh,
you need to
yeah.
make.
Oh no!
Natural 1.
There we go.
I got literally opposite ends.
Or 2.
That's close.
Sorry, what did I need to roll?
Second perception check
A
for the second watch.
perception. Apologies.
No, that's fine. This is the second day.
Oh,
that's
another 2.
Two.
We
Okay.
can't
Close.
skipping the edge, but it's only one of us that fucks up.
That's true.
Yep.
So
What?
That's a 4.
I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put day 2, and then actually, no, you know what? I'm going to roll on the random encounter table now, and then we can get to some RP next time and have random stuff happen, depending on what happens.
Does anything come of my insight earlier, or is that going to be covered?
We'll do that out of session, because that will be something that I want, or potentially at the beginning of next session as a just you and me, just so that you know what is being said. Damian, go ahead and roll me 2d12s, please. Actually, let's make this 3d8 because you're in a secure location at the moment.
88.
Total is 16. Night Watch observes a weather change. Go ahead and roll me 2d8. $14. Weather scale increases by 4 over the next 2 days. Okay.
Oh god.
Okay. I also need to make a quick roll as well.
What does that mean?
So that means that right now you are on weather scale 5. Weather scale 10 is hazardous, and by that I mean hitting things like freezing blizzards, avalanches, things like that.
Okay,
right
that's
now-
real dangerous stuff.
Right now, so let me describe to you what weather scale of this means. So weather scale 5, it is windy with light precipitation or snow, and it is cold. Weather scale 9 is stormy, heavy precipitation, and freezing. So right now, it's cold, and you're in a good location. Your journey back is going to suck. Which means you are only going to be able to see, because of the nature of the terrain you're in, 10 foot in front of you visibility, and everyone's going to be rolling on the rolling for that freezing table. Speaking of which, I would
Unless
also
we choose to stay here for another day, right?
yes.
If we
In which
find
case, then
too
there's an
hazardous to travel.
true. In which case, then there would be another weather scale check, and it could go up, cause danger, or it could go
Yeah.
down. It's dependent on
Yeah.
a roll, or it might
Okay.
not change for several days. But I will say, for now, as the time goes by and you're otherwise keeping watch before the guards otherwise arrive, everyone levels up to level 9 now for defeating this boss
Go.
encounter.
What does this mean?
And
Okay, what do I get?
and for the session, I think we'll roll some hit dice first if people know what class they wish to go for their level 9.
I certainly
And
do.
go from there. So, let's start with Romulus. Do you know what class you wish to go?
I am still a rune knight, and this will be my 6th level in it,
Okay.
which I believe
is
gives me access to ability score. Or maybe not. I don't
no,
know how
because
that
the
works.
universal, it's a dead level, unfortunately.
Dead level. Okay, well I get some hit points.
Yep. So go ahead and roll me your d10, and let's see how many you get. Remember, re-rolling ones. 6.
Perfectly above average.
Hooray!
Okay, we'll take it.
Mortar, what class
That's
are you
possible,
taking?
though. Oh, Mortar is looking at the weather outside and he's pulling deep on his old Ranger roots. He is going back to Ranger, baby.
Okay, go ahead and roll me that
What did I
d10.
get?
A 9!
Hey!
That's big for you with the lowest health in the party.
That is very big for me.
Okay, Cat, we know you're rolling a d6, but what class are you taking?
Well, not necessarily, but yeah, I am.
What, you're going to take a level in fighter?
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's true. You could, eventually, yeah. So what are you taking?
Wizard.
Wizard? 6! Hey!
It's not a 2. What?
Nice. It's a 6.
Right.
Nice. And
It's
I'll
all over.
help anybody after the session if they need help with the formula. Damian,
Yeah, I definitely will.
taking a level in Paladin.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay,
This
go
is
ahead.
kind of interesting to realize, but I have hit exactly 100 hit points.
Woo! Nice.
I'm on 82.
That's an 8. Good roll
8.
so far. Okay. Kirv, do you know what you're going to take Warlock, or were you going to...
Yeah, Warlock.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me the d8, please.
It's
So
25.
Okay, that's cool. No help with that. And Vinny, yours is a d8, but what class are you taking?
It's going to be Rogue.
Okay.
Mine's unfortunately dead level, so I hope everyone's really enjoying that Learman's tiny hut.
Very much so.
Genuinely, yes.
Hey, man.
Ooh, good roll
It's
as
very
well.
good.
Good rolls above the board. I think the lowest we got roll-wise was a 5, which is outstanding
Not bad.
for everyone in the party. So,
Not.
thank you for watching.
Hey,
Hopefully
okay.
you enjoyed, and we will see you next week when we get to see just what level 9 does for our players as they proceed to move on in search of Vinny's story. Thank you, and goodbye.
Bye.
Adios.